is now an advertisement.
This is an advertisement for this sick ass notebook I got from Barnes and Noble. It was $40. It's made out of real Italian leather, but the reason that I got it is because it has a freaking latch and a buckle and a strap and everything. It's
Strap.
two Yeah, it's got the strap. It's lined and it has 224 pages. And the pages are like good thick paper. I use a lot of pens and like fountain pens and stuff, and it doesn't smear because the paper absorbs everything right away. But I literally just got it for this little latch thing because it's the only notebook I've seen with one of these.
Nice. I've got a fun recommendation as well.
Yeah.
I'm recommending Sunvault. I just got it. It is a collection of short stories that take place in solar punk societies. Because I'm researching solar punk.
What's solar punk?
Solar punk is pretty much a society where everything is equitable, everyone lives off of nature and solar energy, or kind of very clean, renewable energy. It's very green. A lot of one of the things that I read about was there's this thing called guerrilla gardening, where folks would just plant fruits and vegetables and flowers and things on buildings kind of all over, so that no home is without food. A lot of times it's equated in sci-fi, but I'm wanting to do a more fantasy vibe for that and figuring out how to utilize magic in the place of technology with solar punk. It's really dope.
That reminded me of this one weird story. Sorry, everybody. Welcome to Dinner and a Game.
Hi.
You're going to have to put up with us for a minute because we love each other and we tell each other stories.
It's true.
So, but I was going to say, it reminds me of this one weird little story I heard about where this guy had this tree that he lived in his front yard, and it was like really close to the easement for the city, and the city was doing something, and like the city council ordered the tree to be torn down, to be destroyed, because it was just a little bit in the easement. And so he protested. He went through all this court stuff, and he ended up losing. So they killed his tree, and the mayor was really pissed off at him because he made such a big deal out of it. Because the mayor's like, it's just a fucking tree, and the guy's like, trees can change your life, and the mayor's like, whatever, and walked off. So then he went and planted a sequoia in the mayor's front yard without telling him.
Oh no!
And the moment it sprouted up through the ground, he took photos of it and he sent it off to the federal parks. And so sequoias are incredibly endangered and are federally fucking protected. He planted it within 10 feet of his front house, which means that when that sequoia gets about 30 years old, it's going to smash the front of his house in, and there's nothing the guy can do about it.
Yup.
So
Don't
basically,
nature.
don't fuck with biologists.
We're druids. I
Shit.
guess we're like druids.
What is it? Don't get something, get even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get mad. Don't
Don't get
even.
mad, get even.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tuesday. And on Tuesday, we play a little game that we call Emerald Sanctums. Now, Emerald Sanctums is a World of Darkness game. And what that means for you folks at home is that if you like Vampire the Masquerade, this is the game you're going to hopefully enjoy. We always say it's pretty much our version of Vampire the Masquerade, but it's also like what we do in the shadows, or Scooby-Doo sometimes.
That's true.
We have it.
We try and solve mysteries. And we have a dog.
Technically.
That's true.
I'll talk about Spare Rib.
It's me, I'm the dog. I was here first. I was here first.
All right. What's Utopia's Scooby snack?
It's
Not Utopia. Good God, I'm doing it again. It's Pandora's
wrong
Scooby
game,
snack.
baby.
That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow.
Where you're fighting a giant black dragon that's red.
That's right.
Oh man,
A
but
red
we do
shadow
have
dragon.
a basically Kraken, so
Yes.
we're not
baby Kraken.
completely. Yeah, we're not
Baby Kraken.
completely fucked.
You're completely fucked.
Yeah, I know that. I know that. What is Pandora's
We'll be
Scooby
fine.
snack?
Yeah, what is Pandora's Scooby snack?
Pandora drink pudding like you do.
Pandora's pudding.
Drink pudding. I do have like 4 snack packs worth of pudding cups in my fridge. But like the thing with the Scooby snack is you can like toss it. It's these like things from you get at movie theaters. That's like chocolate covered cookie dough. They sell them at my Stop and Shop.
I like my gummy bears because I get the sugar-free ones, but I can only have 9 because they have sucralose in them, and if you have more than 9, you will possibly die.
Oh my god!
So
From dehydration.
I've had the sugar-free gummies before, and I
There
was in
is
the
an-
bathroom for like 4 hours.
Yeah, no.
There is-
See, I've heard that. I've
There
heard that
is an
story
incredibly
about them.
wonderful review on fucking Amazon of a
Yeah.
guy who got a friend of his sent him a 1-pound sugar-free gummy. It's a giant 1 pound, and he ate the whole thing.
Oh, it's the golden Haribo bear.
Yeah. I've heard the horror stories.
The golden
Yep.
Haribo bears that review
There
is
was a
on.
lot of praying in that review.
Yeah.
So much.
I'm sure.
So,
I was gonna say that Pandora's other Scooby snack is probably just Vera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
That's
goth
fair.
girls.
hey,
Goth.
don't
goth
make
girls.
it weird. Those are my daughters.
Ray, this is us we're talking about. No matter what you do, it's gonna get weird.
It's
Sorry.
gonna get weird.
You
It's
know
gonna
this.
get
You know this.
And I do believe that we can firmly say that Milagros plays Pandora.
Yes.
So, hi, Milagros.
Hello.
You having a good day?
I am having a good day.
You know, every weekend now I get super busy and I have to do all this stuff and I go all do crazy doing that stuff. Come on, kitty. And then every single time I get done with all this stuff, I'm like, on the weekend comes around and Monday comes around, I'm like, I get to see everybody tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, there goes the kitty.
Well, I grabbed her butt because she was going to claw me to death, so I was
Oh.
going to support her, and she
No, that
really
was-
just wanted to claw me to death.
Yeah.
So when I
No, that
grabbed
was
her
your
butt-
fault. You
yeah,
should have
when I-
taken the love.
Yeah, when I stopped her
Yeah.
from being able to bleed me, she didn't want none of it.
Well, that happens.
Yeah, well, you know how it is.
I do know 4 of them.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Fine, you're amazing.
Well, thank you.
Mhm.
I'm just getting ready for Gen Con, which
I
is a
know,
lot
we all are.
of coordinating.
Oh, I told M I picked up a box of M95s, KN95s, I should say. So I've got another 60 on me. If you guys, if it gets crazy, and you guys actually run out, I'll have some too.
Sweet. It's always good to have masks. Make sure you mask at Gen Con if you have the option.
Yes, you should have the option everywhere. I don't think I don't think they made it illegal to wear a mask. They just made it illegal for the businesses to ask you to wear a mask, so they can't
Yeah.
keep you out for wearing it.
They can heavily suggest it. That's about as much as you can do in the Midwest at this point, I think.
Yeah, pretty much. I know that's the way it is in Texas. Hoorah! And Sphinx,
Yeah,
how are you doing?
doing all right. I'm also in the process of preparing stuff for Gen Con and doing all the things. Yeah, doing all right. Doing all right.
Looking forward to seeing you at Gen Con.
Looking forward to seeing your wonderful faces as well.
It's going to be an amazing, amazing time.
Yes.
And
I'm sad that Milagros won't be there.
I know, but
Yeah.
she'll be
I'll not
there.
get to see
They will
my
be there
daughter.
next year.
I will be there next year. I'll be able to plan for it next year.
Yeah. And,
Okay.
This year was a wash. Too much.
Oh,
Fair.
this year we didn't know we were going to go into the very last freaking minute.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. No.
I
Like.
think it was up in the air for a bunch of us for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I can't. And my sister's birthday is again like the Sunday of it. So, and because like it was such a thing, I was like, no, we're gonna celebrate her birthday. Our mom's gonna visit and stuff.
So cool.
Yeah, we're gonna.
You should
Have a
take her to
Barbie
Gen Con
birthday.
next year.
Yeah, bring her
That's
with
the
you next
plan.
time.
No, that's the plan. Is
Oh,
that she
okay.
wants to meet everyone. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Because then
Hell yeah.
she can also hit Artist Alley, which would be really
Oh,
cool.
dude, she's been playing D&D longer than me. Like she was the OG D&D player of our household.
Oh, no,
It's
no,
just
I'm
that she doesn't
saying-
stream and stuff.
I know that she's a really big artist. You know, she's
Yeah.
number one, a good artist, and number two, she loves art. So it's
Yeah.
just like hitting Artist Alley there would just be so amazing.
We're really excited, and we did talk about how fingers crossed. I have a new opportunity coming, and I'm really hoping comes through because it'll be wonderful. we were talking about being able to go to cons again together, and because each of us have gone to cons like solo without the other in the last couple of years, and she's like, it's not the same. I'm like, it's not. Like, I loved Gen Con last year. I really missed her. And when I was like walking around solo and like, you know, looking at stuff and buying stuff, I was like, she would love this. I don't have her. Like, so we're gonna stay con buddies. Every con now it has to be both of us.
That's cool. That's wonderful, actually.
Yeah.
Having con buddies is like, you know, I got a wife, so I got a con buddy.
Yeah, we're each other's con buddies, and so we're gonna start that up again now.
Yeah, we got also Jessica's neurologist approved her for a power chair, so now we're not gonna have to rent a power chair anytime we go anywhere. We're gonna have to go get one. So yeah.
Nice.
Make sure it has a sports mode.
Oh no! I've already told her what's happening when we go to cons. We're going.
What?
We are going full on. What the fuck is the name of it?
Mad Max.
Yeah, we're going full Mad Max.
Road.
We're gonna get the ram plate in front. The ram plate in
gotta
front.
bulldoze people.
Yep. Because they don't fucking move anyway.
No.
I was walking behind her at the con, and like no one was getting out of her way, and I like had to go in front of her, walk in front of the wheelchair, and like I was just like a fucking. I'm going forward, and if you don't move, you're going to be on the floor because I weigh 350 pounds. So I was just like, and I was cutting a channel for her, and people were still trying to cut behind me and cut her off. It was like, guys, come on, you got to have a little bit of social skill, please. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to remember one thing, these amazing creators are creators completely in their own right. I've put their links into chat. If you want to, the biggest thing you can do for any of these creators is give them a follow on any one of their socials, because it is the biggest serotonin boost a creator can get. Now, as I was saying, tonight we are here to play a little game called Emerald Sanctums, which is what they call an orphans game, which means that instead of just playing vampires or werewolves or mages or changelings, we play a little bit of everything. We have Miss Diamond, who is playing actually a mortal hunter, Bay, who is currently now a full-on oracle with all the trappings thereof, including no eyesight.
Yeah. Hollow. I should have gone with Hermes. I should have. That was going with Hermes.
You've been all running fast, going everywhere.
I mean, it would have made sense. It would have been really funny, but no, I had to go with the fucking sun frat boy.
Yeah, I know you honked at people in your way, baby, but they just look back at you like, eh. It wasn't until we put the 350 pound of meat in front of you and started just plowing forward that we actually made any progress. And so I know Sphinx is playing the Order of Hermes Mage, Emery's Malik Grant, and Emery's is currently maybe incarcerated for the second time. Maybe.
Incarcerated, kidnapped.
Daphne even.
Daphne?
Yeah, I am damseled. I have been damseled for the second time in a day.
In a 24 hours. Like I said, it's almost like they were gunning for you for some reason. Like you held a sword that had the key to their current wants and needs. So but,
Yup.
The bearer of Excalibur faces many trials.
This is clearly one of them.
Being the focus of the GM's wrath.
Yep.
And finally, Milagros, who is playing the legendary Pandora, Black Fury's werewolf, who has so many gifts that can do so many horrible things that they still haven't gotten to use yet.
Yep. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gifts, and I have all the tabs open for them.
But right now, I think you were facing down the barrel of a gun, machine gun.
Yes.
With silver bullets.
Yeah, but I have red,
machine
so
guns,
I can rip that thing to fucking shreds.
Yeah, if it wasn't 50
Just
yards
don't
down
get
the
shot.
hallway. Not yards, 50 feet down the hallway.
You think that's far for Krenos?
No, it's not far. You're still gonna. I'm just saying, you're still gonna get shot.
I'm still gonna get shot. I'm still gonna kill everything though.
Yes, you will definitely kill everything. That
Do
is
it,
the
shoot
stuff.
me.
Murder tornado.
You owe me. I wanted to kill stuff last week and I didn't get to kill stuff.
You're gonna get to kill stuff. I guarantee.
Thank you.
And remember, folks, if you want to help us out here at Dinner and a Game with anything at all, number one, the easiest thing to do is subscribe. We are going to be trying to get our subscribers up to 100 subscribers. The reason for that is because we want to bring back paid GMs to our stream. And that means that what we're looking for is the ability to subsidize that. We're not looking to actually be, have Dinner and a Game foot the entire bill right now. We know that that's not possible. We probably have to get to about 300 subscribers to pay everyone 100%. But we want to subsidize a little bit of what we pay out of pocket to get people in here to run, because we pay our GMs $30 an hour to run, and so it's not it's not quit your job money, but $30 an hour for like 3 or 4 hours a night, it's not bad. And
It's not bad at all.
And you get to play a game and get paid. Our ultimate goal, as always, is to get to that point where we can pay all of our players and our GMs to be here. We want to be able to make sure that the players that we have here want to be here and can afford to sacrifice the time to be here. Having a fun game is amazing and wonderful, and I hope all these players have an incredible fun time. But being able to award people for them giving you their time and appearing on your stream, an appropriate award for that, that is something that we would love to be able to do, and we need help to do that because I ain't wealthy. And it's just something that we've been trying to strive for forever, and we need help to do that. Right now we're sitting at 27 subs because a lot of the gifted subs that came last month have spun off. And so we're down to 27 subs. We would love to see that get up to 100 subs. But anything we can do to get the sub count up is great. And as always, on Dinner and a Game, we don't just sit here and ask you people to try and foot the bill yourselves. We actually do things like we help out. So here is the first thing for it. Oh wait, I just noticed my mic is way up there. That should be much better sound for me. But the first thing we're going to do is this. So, let's do this one. We are going to start out tonight with a little gift for our audience. We are going to donate 5 subs to the channel right now. Ovian Mancer 1, Crash Bandifish 0714, The Grouch Couch, who we haven't seen in our chat in a while, but then again, I haven't been able to make their streams in a while too. And Derigo TR, and Rosie Quartz, who rated us this last week, I think, or week before last. Rosie Quartz have all been given subs. Oh, hey, the Grouch Couch is actually here. Hi, guys. And thank you guys. I know I haven't been able to get in your sub lately, but it's been a madhouse. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and start that off now. But like I said, the main goal is to get us to 100 so we can start paying our GMs again. We already have someone who has agreed to come on as a paid GM. Not naming any names, but he may be like right above me. We haven't even discussed what he's going to run yet, but Sphinx has agreed to come on as a paid GM as soon as we can actually get that back happening again. We want to get at least 2 paid GMs going because we want to get some more content going for you guys. Right now, we're on basically 2 nights a week for the most part. I have an every other Friday show, but that's been a little bit inconsistent, but we are bringing more people on to that show to make it more consistent. But we are going to, Sphinx is going to be hopefully taking up the torch soon as we can get our sub count up. And then we are going to be looking at, getting that story going, and it's hopefully going to be just the start of more content from us, because we know that if we want to have a presence, we need more content. And I can't.
Know what I'm running.
Huh?
I already know what I'm running,
Oh.
and I've already got at least 2 players locked in.
Oh boy. That is amazing and wonderful. I will ask after the stream. So, but yes. So, and also, of course, as always, if you want to have something tangible and you want to help us out as well, we have our merch store. And as always, we are in partnership with Many Worlds Tavern. Many Worlds Taverns has amazing coffees, amazing teas, and a huge selection of teas, by the way. And Many Worlds Taverns is ethically sourced, and they're a company based out of Houston, Texas. I'm probably going to try and go see their offices soon. I was talking to them the other day. But they are an incredible company, and they support the gaming community, and they're amazing. So if you want to, you can use the link in a chat right now. And if you do that, use that link and use that code in chat, you will get 10% off your first order, and Dinner and a Game will a little bit of money back from your order. So if you can do that, every dime helps. Every dime counts towards us being able to do what we want to do for the channel. So, but in the meantime, I think that's just about all the gibberish for now. Let's go ahead and get back to the gaming at hand, and that game is Emerald Sanctums. Now, we left off on a cliffhanger once again, as Emery's had been kidnapped. He had been kidnapped, and he had been taken to a medical facility where he was being detained, and he was being utilized. Actually, his sword, which turns out to be Excalibur, was being used as a focal point to open up a rift between worlds. Now, the Excalibur that Emery's has is actually Excalibur from a different plane of existence. But Emery's, as the actual Merlin for this plane of existence, can utilize, wield, and control Excalibur simply because he is the Merlin. So the Merlin from another dimension brought it to him in order to aid him in the against the last BBEG that they took down. But he still has it. And now these mages that have kidnapped him are attempting to use it as a focal point to stab into another dimension and drain all the magic from it, so that they can use that magical energy to take over this dimension.
God, son of the bitches.
Yes, this is a group of mages called the Technocracy. If you're into World of Darkness lore, you already know who they are. But if you're not, they're a group of mages that basically want to be literally Big Brother. They want to control what you think, they want to control what you see, and they want to control what you do in order to keep society moving in an orderly direction. So it is, orderly direction. It is all about control for them, and that's what these people are fighting. Emery's got into a row with one of their mages and blasted him back to the Cretaceous era.
And into space.
Huh?
And into space.
And into space. And
which is bullshit. He should have died in space.
Should have.
Should have suffocated.
Died in
the sun.
space.
A son of ether in space is just saying that you sent the son of ether to the place he likes to go.
I don't know what that means. I don't know the lore. I don't go here.
I don't go here.
I barely go here.
I don't go to this school.
Next time we just put a bullet between the eyes. That's just what
literally.
we're doing from now on.
Literally.
I like that idea.
Disconnect head from body.
Yes.
I mean, that's absolutely doable.
And then put in a blender.
Then put it in a blender.
And then set the blender on fire.
Why are you going to set the blender on fire?
Because we can't trust any method of death in this fucking game.
Excuse me. Most people are dead that you killed.
Most.
The
fact that it's most and not all is the problem.
What? Why is that a problem?
You said most of the people that we've killed are dead.
Most.
Meaning we've killed them.
Yes.
Not
and
all
some of them are
dead.
still alive.
Well, yes.
or undead?
Also, yes.
I just
I-
want to
That's
roll
legit.
15 dice.
You want to roll 15 dice?
I just want
Well,
to roll 15 freaking
How about
dice.
this? When we left off, you guys were breaking into the medical facility that
Yep.
Emery's had been was being held in. You came down a hallway going into basically the sub basement of the building. You came into a hallway, and as you were coming down the hallway, a automated machine gun dropped out of the ceiling, and Pandora could smell silver.
Bullets, baby.
And the machine gun spun around. The targeter dropped on Pandora, and the gun was about to open fire. So let's go ahead and start this out because we're going to do this as everyone is doing it. Let's go ahead and everyone make your initiative rolls. Now you remember how to do that, right?
No.
It's a
Nope.
D10
Yeah.
plus your alertness and your wits and your alertness. So what you do is how many dots you have in wits, how many dots you have in alertness, you add those together, you roll 1d10, and you add those to that total. And tell me what the total is.
Yeah, 12.
Milagros got 12.
Yep.
Wait, so we roll as many dice as we have dots?
No.
Again?
No,
Like
you
you-
roll one dice,
Okay.
because it's your initiative dice. And then you take
Okay.
the number of dots you have in wits plus the number of dots you have in alertness. You add that together. And
Oh.
that's what you add to the D10 roll. So
Okay.
Pandora got a 12.
Emmerich got an 11, if that matters. I don't know if we're
Does?
rolling for me yet.
No, it does. It does. Because you were doing something else, remember?
It's true.
And you got a what, 11?
Yeah.
All right. Bay?
18.
Holy shit.
I
Damn! Oh,
toss
yeah.
between those two stats, and I rolled this.
Bay is faster than a werewolf today. Doesn't get as many actions as the werewolf does, but... So 18, holy Christ.
14,
I don't think...
sorry,
I don't...
14.
Oh, 14. Whew.
14.
Oh, okay.
That's
Oh my
more
God.
that's more mortal.
14. Yeah, 14. Because I get 8 plus 6. I know how to do math.
No one knows how to do math. That's why we play games with complicated dice systems.
I got better at math because I play games with complicated dice systems.
You and me both. I'm still struggling, but I try.
All right, let me pop this D10 real quick. Oh.
Okay, I have
Oh,
maxed
shit.
out rage. I almost have maxed out willpower. Almost maxed out gnosis. We're gonna do this.
And let me see what the mage has got real quick.
We're gonna do this.
You're gonna love this guy's name if you ever learn it.
We don't care about his name.
I know you don't care, but you're gonna love it
Dead
anyway.
meat.
Dead meat.
Crusty Dusty. His name is Crusty Dusty.
Crusty Dusty.
Oh God, he's not doing well. All right, so he has
Wonderful. What's the initiative order so I can write
All
it
right,
down?
so the initiative order is the gun is going on 18.
The guy.
Bay is going on 14. Pandora is going on 12. Emery's is going on 11. And
Crusty Dusty.
and Mr. Dead Meat is going on 8. His name is Pendleton, though.
Pendleton?
Pendleton?
Pendleton.
Fucking hell.
What is he, British?
No, he's not British. He's just from the East Coast.
So family was British. So former British.
Former
He's
British.
a Nepo baby. He's a Nepo baby, isn't he? Or like a
British.
monkey Nepo baby, like a failed, like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's technocracy, so he's basically still a tech bro, so this works. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
just, yeah.
Yep, pretty
He's one
much.
of those. Pendleton
right.
isn't his real name. That's what he changed it to.
That's what he changed it to.
His name is Craig.
His name is Craig. All right, so. Hang on 1 second. Where'd I
Does
go?
Short Rib get an initiative?
No, he's drugged up.
And dying.
He's dying.
Joined up and dying, yeah.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and start with the gun shooting.
Let's start with the gun. What does the gun decide to do?
The
Depending
gun,
on
the gun
toxic
decides to shoot.
Do Penny and Tati not get initiative?
Oh shit! I forgot them. I totally forgot.
Oh, right.
Okay,
Alright.
good.
Wait,
good,
we have
good.
Penny and Tati.
Right.
I don't know how I could forget Penny and Tati. All right. So first for Penny, and she's got a +6. Oh, so 13 for Penny.
Nice.
And Tati has a +7. Does Tati be witty? Holy shit! Tati's got an 18.
Ha!
Nice.
So is it Gun or Tati?
It always PC first.
So it's Tati,
But they're both you.
Gun.
Yes, I know, but I'm going to decide what Tati's going to do before I decide what the gun is going to do.
Yay!
I'm going to shoot.
Thank you, Tati.
Because the gun already knows what it's going to do.
So the new initiative is Tati, Gun, Bay, Penny, Pandora.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Emrys, then Crusty Dusty.
Then Krusty Dusty.
Yes.
Poor man. He's not even going to get the credit of having a real name.
No.
He doesn't deserve.
He doesn't deserve,
deserve
Why
one.
doesn't he deserve one?
The
Don't
Nexus
even ask that
monster-
question.
The Nexus
Hey!
monster was more deserving of a name than he was.
Come on.
Man, you guys are mean.
He stole our mage and our dog.
Twice.
Oh my god. Anyway,
In one day.
that's yeah. Well, you know, he needed your sword,
Parent.
and he has your dog. And remember, he also has your adopted daughter's tutor.
If that's actually him.
And if it is him, he's dead. So.
Yeah, there's that.
He's pretty
Yeah,
much
I don't
dead.
know.
You think
Yeah,
he's
rip.
dead. All right, so Tati's got to make an arete roll.
Okay, Tati, please help.
Help.
I would like to not be machine gunned with silver. That would be nice.
Tati steps forward and she holds out her gree bag, gree bag, and she shakes it and she says something in a language you don't speak. Because I don't think that you... Well, actually, no, she'd say it in French. So if either one of you French wants to know what she says in French, let me know. No, his name's not Craig Pendleton.
That's his name. That's his middle name. His middle
Craig.
name.
His middle name's Craig. His first name is Pendleton, not his last name. And she holds out the gree bag, and you see there's a shimmer in front of you, as it looks like she has erected some kind of wall of force in front, like blocking off the hallway. So that is Tati's roll. So that's 2, 4. The machine gun is going to roll. Okay, it's not great. 1, 2,
Aw, man.
3. Really? Holy shit.
Oh man.
So it had 6 successes, but it also had 2 1s.
Oh man.
So now it only has 4 successes.
We're still good, yeah.
So you hear the machine gun start popping off, and it sounds like something happens as it's firing. Like, you know, there's a hiccup in the firing mechanism, and so it doesn't like get up to speed, so it only fires off a few rounds. And those few rounds impact against Tati's shield, and one of the rounds actually makes it through the shield, but it doesn't hit anything. It kind of just like ricochets off the wall in the hallway. But yeah, that was really bad showing for the gun. It rolled a shit ton of dice and sucked. So that is Tati and the gun. Bay, you're up.
Tati and the gun.
I'm going to relay the fact that I had a fucking vision. And for those at home who do not remember last week's vision, that we literally got because someone touched a door, they saw a spare rib as an energy version of spare rib, pulsing and fading with every single pulse because energy is being sapped from the poor puppy dragon thing. They also saw Pennyworth and how his avatar is mostly drained and dying, but not completely, but basically. Also saw the Crusty Mage and his yellow pus-colored avatar with sparks of purple, like a boil. Saw Emerus's avatar, which was a silhouette of Emerus with armored robes that glow and flow, but he's missing his weapons. And the device, which is a doomsday device in the middle of the room, holding the sword with lightning bolts caressing up the sides without consent.
Without consent.
Dad touching my sword. I don't like it.
Right.
Gotcha.
Powerful the sword. But is going to say, basically relay that as quickly and in Bay language as possible. We're in the right place, I think. Emrys is here. Short Rib is also here. Pennyworth is here, but he might not be a mage anymore. I don't know. Yeah, that happened. They also have Emrys the sword. They have Excalibur. That's bad news. And some old dude is also here, who's probably behind all this bullshit. And Bay is going to feel around on himself and pull out a grenade
Holy shit.
and just hold it. And can I save my actual action until someone can assist me in throwing it?
Okay.
Bay doesn't know that the wall of course is up, but Bay also doesn't know where this thing needs to fucking be lobbed. So Bay's just holding a grenade at this point, and is up against a wall near the doors,
Gotcha. No.
and is just kind of blindly looking about. So Pandora, you will be able to see a grenade.
So, after Bay is Penny.
Oh,
Penny-
for flavor, it looks like the heart grenade from the Green Day album.
Period.
So, but Penny is not even looking backwards. Penny is going to attempt to shoot the automatic machine gun that dropped out of the ceiling. For this, she has 9 dice. Because Penny likes guns.
What
We
gun
love
is
Penny.
she using? What gun has she pulled out of her trans-dimensional locker slash coat?
She's a pistol girl. She loves pistols. So, but she's not using the standard tiny little 9mm that she
Of course
uses.
not.
No, she's holding like a fucking full-on Desert Eagle 50 cal.
Of course she is.
And firing
Yeah.
that in this close range, I'm gonna leave like everyone in this hallway make me stamina checks to see if they can hear. So she has 9 dice. and
Oh
plus only 8.
no.
Oh no! The werewolf has to make a
no.
stamina roll. Oh my
Oh
god! I'm
no,
sucking.
it's so difficult.
1, 2, 3, 4,
2 10s and an
5.
8. Oh no.
So, oh my god. No, I'm just sitting there going, Bay could end up blind and deaf.
No! No!
Okay, so she caps off, she fires the gun at the thing. She actually takes time and aims. And you see a bullet ping off of it, but it doesn't seem to have stopped it because the gun's still like repivoting and readjusting. She just spun it out of line and it's now like coming back around. And she's like, shit! And then she starts running down the hallway.
Abandoned by Penny.
Alright, so that is Penny.
Wait, which direction is she running?
She's running towards the double doors.
Ah,
She's like, the gun's like, the gun, remember I said there was a T-juncture? The gun's at the T-juncture. It dropped down from there. You guys are still kind of just coming through the doorway. So as you were coming through the doorway, the gun dropped down. It started firing. Tati threw up the shield. The shield was almost instantly taken down by the gun. And then Penny, Bay told you the stuff and pulled out a hand grenade.
Yeah.
And is like kind of like pivoting her head around looking.
I'm not wildly throwing a fucking hand grenade.
And then
I'm
Penny's
courteous.
like, and Penny was ahead of her, so she doesn't know that Bay's pulled out a hand grenade. And so Penny's like hauling ass down the hallway. and the gun's like pivoting and it's trying to track her, but it can't like point straight down. So she at the last second she like slips down into a baseball slide and is sliding down the hallway as the gun's like trying to whip around and target her. So that is going to be Penny's turn, and then after Penny, it's going to be Pandora,
Okay.
Queen of Rip and Tear.
Moinerize it.
Okay, wonderful. First thing I'm gonna do is go Krenos.
I thought you already were Krenos.
Was I already? I can't remember.
It doesn't matter. You can go Krenos.
I forgot. Okay, I'm Krenos. And the first thing I would like to do is okay, so I'm so excited I finally get to use this stuff. Oh my god. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is bolt for the machine gun, just
Gotcha.
straight up, and I would like to use my gift of Rend, where I have to spend a rage and roll a strength plus primal urge, and then for each success, I gain the ability to rip through tough substances for 1 turn.
And is it like number of successes you have to get to do certain substances?
No, it's just flat any tough substance that I wouldn't normally be able to destroy. And then I think it's the successes have to do with the damage, because it's like the target can use dice to soak or something. And I automatically ignore the first 3 dice of the target soak pool.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
shit. Oh
yeah.
shit!
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
No. That's
So-
good. That's good. That rocks.
Okay, so I have my rage maxed out. So
So you have 10 rage.
yes, so I'm gonna do. Okay, so I have that on my sheet, and then I have to roll. Oh no! Oh no! I have so
What's
few
your willpower?
dice. My willpower is an 8.
Okay.
Oh, I lost count. Hold on. Okay, wait. So
Did
strength
I
plus
hear
primal
that
urge is
right?
already
Did-
10 in my normal form, and then what is? Okay, I get plus 4. So
Yeah,
I'm rolling.
your strength in Krenos should be insane.
Yes. Okay, so I'm rolling 14 dice,
Yeah.
and I get an automatic difficulty of 6.
Yeah.
For mods to use these. Oh my god, I'm so excited. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now, do
I got a
remember, ones
10.
take away.
Yes, I don't have any ones. I have
Oh
a
my
10
god.
though.
I've had at least 2 ones in every single one of my damn rolls so far.
I have 7 successes, including a 10.
Excellent. No, the 10.
Oh no, it's 8. I got an 8 that I missed.
Okay,
So
so
8 successes, including a 10. And
re-roll
no
the
ones.
10. Re-roll the 10.
I got a 6, so that's 9.
So 9 successes. So that's to hit. All right.
Yeah.
So for every success beyond the first that you need to hit, you add those dice to your damage pool. Your damage pool, I'm assuming you're using your claws,
Yes.
is your strength plus 2 dice. Then you add all the extra dice you had from your damage pool onto
I might not
that.
have enough dice for that.
You have actually your damage pool. You said 9, so
Yeah.
you take 8 dice and add that
Yeah.
to your damage roll. So
Plus
now
two?
you're plus.
My
well,
strength is already an 8.
so that's plus 2 is a 10.
So no, sorry, my strength dice pool is a 9.
9?
This is
So-
5 plus 4.
So plus 2 is 11,
Yes.
and then plus 8 is 19 dice.
yeah, baby. I gotta roll in batches of 5 because I don't have enough dice.
And I will tell you this. It has because it's a machine. It has
Yeah.
it had an 8 dice soak pool. So you just
Mhm.
took it down to a 5 dice soak pool.
5, baby. Fuck you. Okay.
But
alright,
because it's a machine, it does automatically get to soak aggravated damage.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I have 19 dice. It's fine.
Yeah, you have 19 dice.
So do I get a DC?
Fuck.
The DC is a 6 for damage.
Wonderful. Okay, so I got 2, 3. I got a 10, so I'm gonna reroll the 10. Okay, that was a 2, so no ones yet.
You gotta keep track of your ones and your tens.
Yes, I am. Oh wait, so my ten's over here. Okay. I love that.
I love this so much.
So happy.
I was hoping to at least put a couple of rounds of ag into her.
No, you don't get shit.
Absolutely not.
Okay. I have. Okay, so I did get 1 1.
Okay. So just take one away from your total pool of successes.
I did get 3 10s.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna re-roll those. Okay, I got a 6 and an 8, and no 1. So I got 1 1. So I'm taking away one of my successes, but I still got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12.
Fuck.
Fuck you!
All right.
Let's go,
It has 10 health levels. It has 3 dice to soak with. I'm going to roll. Well, no, not 3 dice. It has 5 dice to soak
It had
with.
5. It had 5.
Yeah, it had 5
I
dice to
took
soak
away
with.
3.
Yeah, you took away 3. So my target number to soak is a 6. I'm going to see if I can how many damage levels I can soak. I got a 4, a 5, a 5, an 8, and a fucking 1.
So does,
You get
Oh my
nothing! Let's go!
So, Pandora, how exactly do you decide to destroy this thing as you leap onto the gun? Literally, you're hanging upside down on the gun and just like, just
Yeah,
ripping
no,
it.
I'm ripping all the little like barrels apart and just scattering them. I don't want this thing to be in any kind of functional condition. I'm ripping up the ceiling around it, like tearing it out, taking like the shit around it out, just filling the hallway with debris.
Would you like to dig up to the next floor?
Bro, that'd be so fucking funny. He's waiting for us to come through the door, just werewolf through the ceiling.
So, yes, you
That
go
would be
through.
dope as hell.
That'd be so Looney Tunes. Like,
You absolutely and completely destroy this device, tearing it to fucking pieces. The only thing that really even slightly gets on your nerves is that you have to avoid the ammo because it's silver. But you basically, because it's in an ammo box, you just throw the whole entire ammo box some other
eat that
direction.
shit.
It goes flying down the T-juncture,
Yeah.
skidding across the floor.
Yes.
So,
3-year-old, correct?
oh yeah,
Okay.
she is roaring. You know,
Yes.
in fact, well, actually, how'd you do in your stamina roll for the whole noise?
I rolled 4 dice, and I rolled 2 8s and a 7.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay.
So yes, you hear the roaring and the ripping and the sounds of metal, literally that screeching noise of metal being ripped and bent asunder, and then this like
Reds, you see.
two shreds.
Shreds, you say.
And then you hear something getting hurtled and smashing and skidding across the ground. That horrible noise of the metal skidding across tile floor. And then you can and you smell the smell of cordite as there is like she probably ripped some of the ammo actually apart by accident. And so yeah, there is that that a lot of destruction has happened. And it's probably that way because that's what you think the direction it came from.
I'm just gonna put the grenade back in its holster, flip it back to their belt. Like, alright, never mind.
We're gonna save the grenade.
I got 2 of them bitches, so.
Yeah, save
You
the grenade.
actually
It's
did
okay.
more damage than a technical grenade could.
Yeah, baby!
I think a grenade does something like 10d10 damage, and it's like 12 dice. It does 12 dice of damage at the center. But at the outside of the periphery, it only does like 60 10.
I still have 9 rage left.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Oh wait, I forgot.
Hell yeah.
I forgot.
Oh wait, you didn't make a roll to transform, so you do have to spend one more rage in order to instantly transform.
That is no problem. But I also forgot to. So for each success on the original roll, I can rip through tough substances for 1 turn. I got 9 successes on that.
Mm-hmm.
So I can just keep rending shit for the next 8 turns.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, that's
Walls,
better.
fuck them. Robots, fuck them. Metal, fuck them.
Fuck everything.
I have 8 more turns of this.
And actually, I was just thinking about something. You would not have to like jump up and attack this thing, because this is only a 10-foot ceiling, and you're like 9 feet tall.
Yeah.
So you're just like,
Just reach out and touch.
all right. So
We're coming
Penny,
to you, every
Penny's sliding down the floor. She's got the gun pointed up over her head as she's sliding. She looks up. She's like, huh.
The machine gun is now missing.
Yeah. Okay, so Emery's. Hang on
Yep.
1 second. Yes, Emery's, you're up. Remember what you had done. You were faking
Yep.
being out. They were
Yep.
repairing the deck, the bed, because you had damaged it.
Sure
and
did.
I do believe your cuffs were off.
Yep.
Okay, so what are you gonna do? You actually, what you hear is you suddenly hear a klaxon of alarms. You hear the sound, a very loud sound of a big gun going off several times, being fired from somewhere, and then you hear Pandora's roar. And there's explosions and crashing noises. So what are you gonna do?
Oof. That is a good question. Are there still dingbats around trying to
Yeah,
repair
they're not
the-
doing anything but trying to repair it.
Okay.
They don't even look up to the noises.
Oof. I would like to try and channel some more electricity through the table and into them if I can. And try to short them out.
So are you going to use the same rote and everything to do it?
Yes, that is my hope.
Okay, because remember, that did damage to you. Because you're
I
still on the
still
table.
that.
Huh?
The static barrier soaks that damage.
Yeah, it soaks the damage, but I'm saying you could do it again and you could do more
I could,
damage
and
and
it-
then not be able to soak it. So you can definitely do it.
Fair. So maybe not through the table.
Are you touching anything else besides the table?
I don't think I am.
Are you hooked up to anything?
He was like manacled to the table, but when he electrified the table, he popped the locks off.
Yeah.
So now
What
he's
about
Because they're doing like neurological bullshit with your magic shit. Are you like, do you have like pads on you that you can feel?
That's a great question, Ray.
Because could you channel it through that and try to jolt whoever's touching it?
I like that idea too.
So go ahead and make me just make me a perception roll.
Okay. Just straight perception.
Mm-hmm.
An 8 and 2 2s.
Okay, so you're laying on the table, but you don't seem to be connected to any machines. You also don't feel any depletion in your personal magic.
Interesting.
It's almost like they're holding you so you can't do anything, but they're focused on the sword. They were focused on Professor and Professor Pennyworth, and they are of course focused on Short Rib, Spare Rib.
How were they drugging me?
Huh?
How were they
Remember, I
drugging
said
me?
it was wearing off.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you
They
had
did.
taken morphine when you went in, and then they gave you another dose while they were
That's
kidnapping
right.
you.
Because they
That's
put you
right.
back to sleep. Because the way I remember it being described, like the way that you were in it, is that you were like the sketch of Machiavellian man, with like spread
true
out.
man.
So I thought you were like up and against something, not like laying on something.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, no, I was laying down.
He's laying down, but he was
Okay.
strapped out like this. Like if they wanted to stick it with an IV, it'd be really easy because he is laid out in this position.
Yeah.
But he has no IVs in him. He had no wires or electrical hook stuff in him. He's just strapped down.
Oh shit. Okay. Okay.
Strapped you sit.
Strapped, you
I
say? Doopa doopa doo. Yabba shabba dabba, shabba dabba dabba.
Shwagadababadaba.
What can I see? Like, if I would like to crack my eyes open
Mhm.
just enough to be able to see, what would I see in front of me and around me?
So when you crack your eyes open, you can see like the heads and the shoulders of the servos as they're underneath the table trying to make repairs. There's 3 of them around the table. You can see that there's 3 more servos at different stations in the room. You can see that Dead Meat Guy is at the main console in the center thing still, but he's turned around now and he's facing the door, and you see he has some kind of hand controller thing out, and he's like hitting some buttons, and you can see that behind him across the room there is a huge set of sliding doors that are opening. These sliding doors, as you see them opening, are about 6 to 8 inches thick, and they're metal. You can see there's hydraulics on them that are pulling them open. As the hydraulics are going out, you see a huge metallic hand come out and grab one of the doors and go and grab the other door, and it just starts shoving them apart. And this giant head comes in through the door, and as it comes through the door, it kind of like, it looks like it's an amalgamation of some kind of creature and machinery. Okay? If you want to make me an intelligence roll real quick, I will. I just want to see if if anything happens.
Sure. I will make an intelligence roll. Let's see. A 6, a 10, a 2, and a 3.
Okay, so you see this thing coming through the doorway. You can recognize pieces of the structure of the head. It's the head of the dragon. Not your dragon. What's his name? The guy Penny was dating way back in the beginning.
Oh no!
Oh no! The crocodile dragon
Yeah.
boy.
The Mowgli.
Oh.
And
Okay.
it's pushing the door open. As it comes through, it kind of like shakes its head, and it like it looks around and it opens its eyes. Its eyes are still the dragon eyes, and it's looking around and it sees you, and it looks at you for a couple seconds, and then it turns and regards the dead meat guy, and he's like got the controller in his hand. He's like, "Go, take care of it," and it starts walking across the room, and it just goes through the doorways leave the room, and it's like its head is down low in the hallway, but that's really all it can fit in there.
Oh hell. Okay. That's not good. I don't like that at all. It's not okay. Shit.
I gotta add it to the initiative order real quick. Go ahead.
Okay, I would like to. Shit, I'm gonna have to channel this through myself because I do not have a focus right now.
The dragon goes on 19.
It.
But
I see the little thing being the controller piece
Mhm.
that the fuckface is holding.
Oh wait, it's not 19. I'm sorry. It's 11. I keep on forgetting that
You're
his.
scaring the shit out of
No,
everybody.
he has a higher, like, when he's in this short shape, they've, like, kind of somewhat lobotomized him. So he doesn't have his same reactions.
I
Wait, so
am
I got a
going
12.
to.
So he's after Emery's then.
I want to embrace the Earth Mother and cause a globe of gravity to form around Fuckface's hand, the hand that's holding the control module, and I want to use as much gravity as I can to crush it and his hands if I can.
Are you going to activate gravity to where it pulls them down to the ground with a lot of force?
I want it to kind of. I want the gravity to kind of.
Put it this way. This is something you could easily do. Using that throat, you can make it to where the density, the draw of the object becomes so great that you can basically increase the amount of gravity so that when his hand, the thing in his hand, becomes so heavy that it literally rips his hand to the ground, and the little controller will weigh so much that it'll flatten his hand and like pulverize every single bone in his hand when it hits the ground.
I like it.
You're just basically increasing that relative gravity for that split second that much.
Yeah. I'm here for that.
Okay.
Cool.
So, and you can basically take every success will be a level of damage that he'll take, and he gets a chance to soak it.
All right. I'm spending a willpower to guarantee a success.
Okay.
Just one. And I'm guessing that's an array roll. What's my TN?
7. Remember?
Right.
He's actually he's weakening the barrier here because he's doing. Oh shit!
God damn it. Okay, that's 3 10s and an 8.
And you also have a save that one in particular if you'd like to add that to a roll.
Save that one in particular does what to the
You
roll?
can roll a
Just adds
d4.
one, right?
No, you.
Oh, roll a d4 and it adds to the.
I do believe so. Let me double check, make sure real quick. Because it's not cheap. Yeah, 1d4 and add it to the roll.
Okay.
So it could still be a 1, but it could also be a 4.
That's a 2. That
So you
turns
can make
the
one of
other
the-
one into a 10.
Mm-hmm. So that means you get 2 to roll again.
That's 3 rolls again. Actually.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he already had 2 10s.
Oh, don't drop the thing on the floor. Alright, come on. It's another 10! It's another 10!
What are you up to? 5?
No,
5
That's
successes?
4.
4 10s so far. And
No,
an
no,
8.
no, successes.
Oh, no, 5, yeah.
Yeah,
5
okay,
successes.
5 successes so far.
Alright, that one rolled a 6.
Okay.
Okay, we
So
got 5 successes, baby!
And each one of those doesn't do 1 point of damage. Remember? Each one of those successes does 3. So you got 5 successes. That means 15 dice of damage to his hand.
Gonna roll the first 10. Come on, baby. Yee! All right, so a 9, a 7, and two 10s and an 8.
That's 5 levels of damage. The
Yep.
difficulty is only a 6.
Oh, then that's 6 levels of damage then, because I did roll a 6.
Okay. So that's 6 levels of damage. Have you gotta roll more dice?
I'm re-rolling my 10s. Nothing there.
Okay.
I got a 5 and a 2.
So it's 6 levels of damage. He is going to. Number 1, that activates 1 device on him automatically.
Of course it does.
Yeah, well, he's had plenty of time to prepare. Yeah. So you see on his lapel coat where he has all these little badges and everything like that. one of the badges just like starts throwing sparks like mad, and just disappears, and blows off his coat. He's like, ah! I mean, he's actually on the ground now, because it pulled him to the ground no matter what. And then so that's one item, and because that goes off automatically, and you did 6, right? 6 levels of damage.
Yep.
Oh, he's got to make his actual soak roll. Yeah, it's all 3 points of soak. Nope, he's not getting around to that. So he soaks 3 more. And so, but 2 levels still get through. So he basically the remote falls down, crushes his. You see him go crushes his hand. Then the remote just basically bounces off his hand because it's actually just the weight of the remote. It's not once the effect is over, it's gone. I also need you to make me a second arete roll.
Cool. Same TN?
Yes, 7.
Okay, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. No 10s.
No, that's perfect. That's more than enough. So basically, even though he's weakened the veil and he's done everything he can to stave off paradox in this area, there's still chances of paradox. But you felt the effects of the world trying to correct things. But yeah, it basically, you shrug it off. He's done a good job of fortifying this area for himself to cast magic. So it's actually helping you as well.
Yeah.
All right.
I've already fucked around and found out once. I'm not finding out again.
So that is but he takes those 2 levels. He takes 2 levels of damage. But you've already burned out one of his devices. So for healing, the other devices he has to actually actively use, and he couldn't do it that time. But now, what did you just reach in a hand to do that, or did you stand up first, like on the table?
I just reached a hand out first. I haven't stood up at all.
So now
yet.
you can move if you want to move from there.
I want to try and move towards Excalibur.
Okay, you can move 30 feet, no problem. The servos ignore you.
Excellent.
Even the ones at the consoles, they were not given orders to do anything about you. So
I love that.
So you jump across, you run across to Excalibur. It's only like 30, 40 feet away, so you can make it there this turn. But it's in this giant circle with, you can feel the static electric charge. This thing is just, it's millions and millions of volts going through
static
this thing.
Electric charge, you said?
Not static electric charge. But I
electric
said static
charge, you said?
Oh, yes, very much so. You've never tried to deal with this much raw electricity before, and
that's true.
And you can literally feel that there is almost like a sense of that smell of ozone before rain.
Mm-hmm.
And
I love that smell.
But you can understand that is a buildup of the magic in this atmosphere. Literally, this area is becoming saturated with magical energy.
Okay.
And the lightning is the focus for it.
Okay. Cool. I have an idea for what I want to do for my next turn now. Sweet.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Very cool, very good.
Not a problem. And so that was Emery's. So on its turn, it basically the dragon runs through the room, crashes into the window, sticks its head out into the hallway. Pandora, you and Penny are down the hallway. You hear the smashing and the crashing, and then you see the glass doors in front of you. They suddenly just blow inward, and there's just a wall of fire. Let's see. Penny's going to use a reaction. And she's going to make an arete roll. Oh, she doesn't have to make an arete roll for this. Yeah, no, she doesn't. That's right. I already put it in there. So, oh, thank God. I should let someone else roll for Penny.
Why?
Because I only got one success, but I got no ones.
Oh my god.
So what happens is Penny sees like the flames coming, and she like literally does. She's still sitting on her back. She flips over into her knees, and she just like holds her chest out like this, and you see off her shoulder, like a something fires out, and it's got a tether line on the end to it, and it hooks into the ceiling like down the hallway, and then she just goes sliding across the floor down the hallway.
Nice.
It's actually a magical device, but
Always prepared. I love
Literally Kim Possible core. I love her.
Impossible energy.
So
She's Penny Possible,
she's
Penny Possible.
but she makes us proud.
She does. She does.
All right.
Oh, the face.
Yeah. Yeah, what's Krusty Dusty up to?
6. It's not Krusty Dusty.
Oh, it's the dragon still? Okay.
Kill the dragon?
All right. So the flames come shooting down the hallway, and they engulf you, Pandora.
Yep.
It is 7 levels of aggravated damage.
Yippee. How do I mark that?
So what you have to do is this. Number 1, werewolves get to soak aggravated damage. They're one of the few races in the world of darkness that just gets to soak it. So what I need you to do is you have to take your stamina and you roll it against a difficulty 6. And then every success you get is soaking 1 level of damage, which you just don't take it. You're like that durable and that tough that you just don't take it.
Period. Okay. Oh no. Stamina. I totally didn't max that out.
And in Krinos, I think you get 4 more.
I get 3 more.
3 more, so you got 8.
I get 4 more to strength. Oh wow. Okay. And the difficulty is a 6, right?
6. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I have 4 successes already and then a 10, so I'm gonna reroll the 10. 8. So I got 5 successes.
5 successes. So you're taking 2 levels of aggravated damage. Now, you look at your health boxes on your character sheet, and you mark the first 2 in. Now, werewolves can do one other thing. They can do something called rage healing, which, unfortunately, with aggravated damage, is very bad. I mean, it's not bad. It allows you to heal wounds, but that are aggravated. But what happens is, if you rage heal them, because you have to spend a point of rage per wound, then you get what's called a battle wound per wound you heal. And those end up being things that you cannot regenerate.
Okay.
They're like permanent wounds.
Okay. I do have combat healing. Oh, but it's non-aggravated damage. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, aggravated damage is supposed to be that thing you're absolutely terrified of, even as werewolves. And further down the hallway, Penny comes sliding in and kind of like, slams up against the wall. The flames come all the way up the hallway. Like they go way past where Pandora was. They come all at the hallway and they stop just like maybe 10, 15 feet in front of you guys. Bay?
Yeah.
You can feel it. It's like someone opened an oven in front of your face. It is like searing heat. And, Tati's like, ah! And so now it is up to
Krusty Dusty.
Krusty Dusty. So Krusty Dusty is basically, he looks around at you, looks around at the dragon sticking his head down the hallway and blowing fire, and he kind of like is all grinning, and then he turns around and he sees you're off the bed, and you're like over by the sword, and he's like, "What are you idiots doing? Why'd you let him get off the bed? Put him back in the bed. Strap him back down. I don't want to have to deal with this kind of nonsense." And all the servos in the room turn and look at you. What, Pandora?
Great.
I would like to know, isn't Emery's butt ass naked right now?
Pretty
That
much.
was also my question.
Isn't he butt ass naked right now?
I have the total scene from fucking God damn it, from Firefly, with Malcolm Reynolds sitting there with his hands on his hips and his bare ass just sitting out in the sun, and he's like,
well,
I love it
this
when
is a good plan.
Standing in front of the swords, standing in front of us, going, "No, what do I do about this?"
I have a plan. Full of ideas. Less of a plan, more of a, oh god, I hope this works.
Oh my god.
All right, so all he's doing is making the servos attack you in his turn. He's actually kind of like moving. Actually, he's going to move around the room, kind of towards where the thing came out of the big giant entrance. So he's moving away from you, Sphinx. Or
Okay.
Emery's. So now it is back around to the top. It's Tati. Tati is going to run down the hallway to where Pandora is literally still kind of on fire, but at the same time, all of her hair is growing back. And like a lot of her skin that was all like blistered is healing up from the soak. And so it's like, she was definitely burnt a second ago. And Tati comes running up and she's like, "Ooh, burnt dog. That's not good." And Tati says, I'm gonna try and stop things here for now. So you be you there. Tati's like, "I don't think that I want to try and fight fire." So she once again makes an arete roll, and she is going to attempt to erect that same force field. Bang. Much better.
Did Kilgara ever reach Tati and the gang yet?
Yeah.
With the message?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought we did that last game.
I
We
couldn't
never
remember.
heard from
No.
Kilgar.
You never heard from Kilgar
We
because
did.
you were already on your way there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
we heard
basically,
from Apollo.
huh?
We heard from Apollo, not
Yep.
Kilgar. I feel like Kilgar would have been nicer.
Kilgar would have been nicer. So Tati puts up another barrier, and she says, she says, "I have to stay here to hold it." She says, "You guys can move through it, but if that fire comes, you need to get back behind it." And so so Tati's gonna sit there and hold that up. The gun is dead. The gun is dead. Long live the gun.
The
Bay,
gun
you're
is
up.
5
Fuck
times
that bitch.
dead.
Bay, what are you doing?
Well, the gun's dead. There was fire. Bay's just gonna move up to be right near Tati. Tati's bestie, right? Tati's not gonna let me burn to death, probably.
You gonna stay by Tati?
Yes, Bay is going to pull out their modified automatic shotgun and basically, like, there's nothing to shoot right now, so they are going to hold their action, I guess.
Gotcha.
Until, and hold their action and going to say to Tati and just Penny and Pandora, it's like, I can still shoot. Just tell me when there's something and try not to get hit, please.
Penny's like, she's behind you guys, but she's like kind of spinning around now, and she looks, and she's like, just, well, you can't see her, but Pandora can see her because Pandora's kind of facing towards Tati,
Yeah.
and Pandora basically blocks the hallway. Tati can't see past her, so
Yeah.
Penny's kind of like leaning around, getting ready to move around Pandora, and she's like, "Dragon!"
Dragon!
And so Penny's just gonna start trying to cap shots off of the dragon because she doesn't know who it is.
Is the dragon actually in our vicinity?
The head is in the hallway.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't realize the head was in the hallway. Okay, well,
Well,
after
it's further back down the hallway.
Yeah.
And also, you can't see, so why would you know that?
I also can't see. Because I'm hearing the word dragon, instead of using my action to shoot, I would like to use my action to pinpoint, which is a new edge I gained because of my second level in Visionary.
Oh, and what does it do?
This edge gives your character insight into the weakness of a supernatural creature. Sometimes the information comes in a form of a vision, usually a place or an object of importance. Other times it's simple intuition. Your character just knows that the creature can't use its powers freely under certain circumstances. Example, vampire shit. Pinpoint is often used after a creature has been detected and recognized as part of a plan of attack. The truly informed hunter is the most likely to survive. Thoroughly experienced hunters can use this edge to identify some monsters through their weaknesses. It's a roll of perception and vision with a difficulty of 6. And upon a success, your character learns a weakness about the creature they observe. Impalement, sunlight, garlic, cold iron, bullshit. And whatever else the storyteller deems appropriate. The storyteller can also use elusive or vague information about the nature of weakness, such as time, length, or control.
So I can be very, very vague.
Don't do that, please and thank you. And it can only be used once per scene. Since we're in combat, I'm assuming it is once per combat.
Yes.
And then it has basically shit about how if you do this on the same kind of creature, again, you basically learn something a little bit different if you get a success.
Gotcha. So you're gonna make the roll?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that as my action.
Okay. So, on Penny's action, okay, no, go ahead and do your action. You go first.
Because I held my turn
Yes.
until someone notified me. Or I used my movement, but I held my action until I knew what was going on. So not really the benefit of rolling high in initiative. Perception and vision. My vision is a 2. Scrolling. Wrong scroll. Character sheet, please. Okay. Hi.
Hey, Tom.
Hello, dear heart.
We're finally getting to kill stuff.
We're killing stuff
We're killing
with
stuff.
murders.
I don't have anything in specialties for those ones, so my 10 does not explode, correct?
No, ma'am.
Oh man.
Okay. But I still got 4 successes.
Okay. What happens with the extra successes?
It's basically I gain insight into it, and it can come in the form of a vision. Because that was whenever I took that, I'm like, I'm blind. How's this gonna work? I'm like, vision. I still get those. Cool.
Your vision is of the boy that you don't know. He's a young, kind of wiry, blonde man. Yeah, he's like in his maybe early 20s, probably late teens. He is strapped to one of the tables you saw earlier in the middle room. There is an IV in his arm that seems to be pumping some very viscous looking green glowing substance into him. He has a bite palette in his mouth, stopping him from biting down. He can see him struggling, but he can't do anything against the chains. Every now and then there's a ripple over his body as like scales try to appear and his claws try to pop out of his hands, but it just stops and goes back to being human. And you can see that the doctor is like literally just cutting into him without anesthesia. And he is performing some horrific macabre surgery where he replaces parts of the boy with these really crude cybernetics.
Yes.
And one of the things he does is he removes a panel of the boy's skull and he claps a cybernetic device over it. And you see at that point, the boy completely stops struggling.
Okay.
He's still awake and breathing, but he stops struggling.
With that information, gonna just say that was once a person, I think. if this can be trusted, I don't know. Some evil fuckwad turned it into that vision shit. Was probably innocent and now is just Frankenstein monster. Aim for the head?
It would be more like aim for the mechanical parts of the head.
Yeah, aim for the mechanical skull bits.
And the dragon does have half of its head is covered in servos and circuit boards and everything like that. Yes.
Now that it's not actively breathing fire at us, can Penny and I see it?
Yeah.
And we recognize it.
It's been horribly altered. I would want an intelligence roll from either one of you.
Okay.
I'll make an intelligence roll for Penny.
I'll roll for that because
if I add the information about it being it was once a blonde boy,
that might help.
In his 20s.
Oh, what was the difficulty?
7. Penny got 1 success. She recognizes him.
I got 2.
Oh.
And she's just like, his name was Eric, I do believe.
Yeah, it was Eric.
Yeah, and she's like, oh God, it's Eric. I shot at Eric. It did nothing to him, but I shot at Eric.
I don't think he's still in there.
The dragon never roared. It never made any noise.
No, it's not acting like a living thing.
It didn't register when it crashed its head through the wall.
Yeah, they're just going to emphasize aim for the mechanical parts.
All right, so that is on Bay's turn. Penny's turn. She is going to... She fires at... I already rolled for her, so she fires at the creature. Anyway, she was firing. She's like firing as Bay's yelling us out. So she's firing down at the creature. You can see that the bullets spark off of its scales. And she's like, "This is the biggest gun I freaking have right now." So after Penny is Pandora. Oh, and after that, she backs up behind Tati's shield.
Oh, okay. All right.
There's a dragon head. There's a dragon head.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bother activating Razor Claws because I can already claw through tough things.
Doesn't Razor Claws give you more dice for damage though?
It does.
More damage is always nice.
It does, but I'd have to take a full turn.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not gonna do that right now because we're actively like in the middle of stuff.
Yeah, Razor Claws is one of those rare werewolf gifts that you have to do preparation for.
Yeah, no, I'd have to take a turn for that.
Where did you get that, puppy? What is that? The cat got chicken strips out of the box and gave you one.
Oh my God.
The cat is aiding and abetting. I love it.
Oh no, yeah, she does. Hang on, let me tell my
I
son
love
to
it
go.
so much.
Let me tell my son to go save his chicken strips.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Okay. Good to know. Okay.
Sense plotting, planning, and scheming, Milagros.
Yes, I didn't. I have Master of Fire. Allows me to heal fire damage as if it were bashing.
Oh my God, do you?
Requires the expenditure of a Gnosis point, but the effects last for a scene. If you want, because I didn't call it before, but I'm like, I'll use it again. I'll use it.
Remember the one rule about that though. You cannot spend Rage in the same turn you spend Gnosis.
Yes, I understand. So
Okay.
I'm not gonna, because I used Rage last turn, so I wouldn't have been able to use it anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm now aware of that, because I didn't realize that's what it did. Okay. I'm sorry, Eric. I gotta jump you. I'm
And
sorry,
not in a
dude.
good way.
Eric's not
No.
in there anymore.
I know. Let's put him to bed.
Eric is not home right now. If you'd like to leave your
Eric
name,
is
number, and a brief
not
message,
home. He is not home.
he
So
will
do I
not
just
get back to you.
roll? So just roll strength plus sprawl. to attack?
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. I have all of those maxed out. Delightful.
Smack 'em.
He is going
Delightful.
to run. He's going to roll. He's going to split his dice pool, so he only gets half his dice pool for his attack. But he is going to roll a dodge roll, and I already have enough dice.
Okay.
So he is going to take away. I got to reroll that one. Okay, so he is going to take away 2 successes out of your pool. Big
Got
fat
it.
hairy deal.
Yes, I'm totally not rolling 14 dice right now.
Which means, ladies and gentlemen, she's rolling 14 dice.
We're going to take a
Law of
break.
averages.
We're going to take a break after this round, and I'm going to go get my dice.
Okay. I love getting to use my little dice tray from Dice is Awesome. That was not an ad.
That was not
I just
bad.
like the tray. I got it last year for Gen Con.
Dice is awesome.
Wow. Okay. Alright, so let me take 2 out of these. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 successes.
9. Did you take away the 2?
I took away 2.
Son of
It's
a
not.
bitch.
It was 11. It was 11.
All right. I got you.
So I have 9 without it.
All right, so I need you to roll me your damage.
Yeah.
Get 'em.
Okay.
Get
And-
you furry tornado, you.
We going to spend some rage to heal, I think, this time.
And also, so I have Ren still activated, so
Mhm.
the fact that the scales are tough is not going to be a problem. I feel like there should be like Jeopardy music or something where it's like, just wait for the werewolf to roll their 20 fucking dice. Like,
We need to get you more dice.
I don't have enough dice to roll for a lot of my stuff. 'Cause I only have,
I have like 20 black D10s with red numbers.
yeah, I have 10 of those and then a set of like flowy, like blue ones that I like.
Yeah, I got these fun blue and white ones from when I bought my Mage the Awakening book. They came with.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And then am I re-rolling 10s?
Actually, we've been doing it, but I just remember we shouldn't be doing it, but that's okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. Then I won't re-roll the 10s. 11.
11.
Including 4 10s. Just in case those like explode or something. I don't know.
11 fucking dice.
Yes.
Son of a bitch.
You're welcome. I've waited months for this. I've waited months. I've waited so long.
No fucking ones. Come on. No fucking ones. A lot of dice, and I still only got 5 successes.
You.
So that's 6 levels of aggravated damage.
Sorry, Eric.
No, you rend into him, and you
Sorry.
the
bro.
flesh, the scales part beneath your claws like the flesh of any lesser animal would, and you rip into him multiple strikes, just gouging out huge tracks as your claws just rip through the flesh, like all the way down to the last knuckle.
Here's my question: Were you going for the head?
That was awesome.
She did not-
That is
Were
the
you going
only
for flesh
thing-
bits or were you going for machinery?
She did
Yeah.
not go for machinery because that would have raised her TN.
Gotcha.
I'm just going for everything.
Yeah, she
I
just-
mean, I'm assuming if
she's
I
just-
just fucking destroy the brick. I'm assuming.
She's trying to cut through to the brain.
Yeah, I'm just.
Fair.
Sorry,
Fair.
buddy.
So that was I soaked 5. You did 11. So I
Yeah.
took 6.
Yep.
Jesus. Yeah, you did some
Whoa.
vicious wounds to it. All right, so that is on Pandora's turn, unless Pandora wants to spend rage for extra actions.
I'm gonna hold off on the heart claw thing for now
Okay.
because
In that case,
I don't
go
I
ahead.
don't know everything that Krusty Dusty has going on, and that's I wanna save that.
Emery's, you're up.
Cool, 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 cool. So I'm up near Excalibur. I can feel all of this like electric energy coming from it. Here's a fun little route that I'd like to try. I would like to channel as much of that energy into all of the machinery and all of the servos in the area and burn them out.
Okay. So, are you just going to redirect the energy there, or are you going to, like, try and focus it through you somehow?
No, I'm redirecting it. I'm not focusing it through me.
Okay.
I've learned that lesson. No.
And that was also because you were laying on a metal table, so
There's also that.
Yeah, but this time you're not. So yes, you can definitely do that. Go ahead and make me an arete roll.
My difficulty is still 7, I assume.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I am going to spend a point of willpower to
No.
succeed in that one.
Here's a roll. There's 6 of them total. Okay. How many do you want to target?
So my primary function in this is to burn out as much of the machinery as I can.
So you're not going to target the actual.
Particularly whatever is holding Excalibur in place.
Oh, okay.
Anything extra can go towards the servos.
Understood.
But I'm primarily trying to burn out the machines that are causing the portal and all this other business.
Gotcha. All right. So go ahead and do the arete roll.
All right. So that's 1 auto success plus 1, 2, 3. One of them is a 10. Oh, don't get popped on the damn felt, you bastard. All right. So just 3 successes.
Okay. So I need you to roll
Including
6.
the auto success or not?
Oh, with the auto success, that makes 4.
It's 4.
So
Okay.
I need you to make me a 8 dice damage roll.
8 dice of damage roll. Okie dokie. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4 successes there.
That was it total? 4?
4 successes.
All right. So you rechannel the energy back into the device. The device, as you're channeling the energy back around and into the device, you can feel that using the device's energy on the device is not going to do anything to it.
Okay.
It basically, you just channel energy right back into it, and it's just added to the pool. It's not even added to the pool because you're not adding anything to it. You're just drawing the energy, and it just gets resorbed right back into the structure of the thing.
Yeah, well, that's not going to work. What about the rest of the machinery?
Well, it would have to. You said you were channeling on the device itself, so it would
channel
have
from the device into the machinery, and I guess what I'm trying to do is create a feedback loop.
Yes, no, that's what I thought you were going to do. But since the device just basically consumes the energy you're channeling back into it, it doesn't go anywhere. So it can't go outside the device until it overloads the device, and since it won't overload the device this way, it's not going anywhere.
Gotcha. Okay. Fuck.
All right.
Well, shit.
Are you going to move or anything?
I would like to. I'm not going to touch the sword, but I'd like to get a bit closer to it to see if there's any negative effects. The closer I get a hand to the sword.
Okay. As you move closer to try and inspect the sword, you can see that the lightning that's cracking across the sword, where it hits the sword, you can see there's little blemishes on the metal, But the moment the lightning stops hitting it, the blemishes like kind of clear up, and the shower shines bright and through again. But whenever whenever the lightning bolts hit and dance along the blade edge and everything like that, that's when you smell that fresh scent of ozone, and you can see that where the blade tip is sitting pointed down, you can see that there is a small area that there is no lightning, there's no blue glow, nothing. There's a hole about this big under the tip, and through that you can see that there is basically like a field of grass, and you can see that there is like trees blowing in the breeze, and the hole seems to be growing every single time lightning crackles down the blade.
Is the hole big enough to where if I tried to, I could push the sword through it and send it out of danger?
The sword itself, yes.
Okay.
Because it's about this big, so it's about 8 inches across.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Good to know.
All right. Is that it?
That's all I can do, I assume.
All right. So the dragon on his turn, his head whips back, and I'm going to give you this option, Pandora. Since you're basically clawing him, your claws are in him, you can either ride the head back, or you can like dive off it as it retracts back into the hole.
No, I'm holding on.
Okay. So you come into this huge room. The dragon's head rears up, and he just like goes to slam you into the ceiling. Between his head and the ceiling. But before you do that, you just quick glimpse around the room, and you see all the stuff I designed to Sphinx earlier. If you can't remember it, that's fitting because it's a flash before you get smacked.
Yeah.
So
I see some glowing.
Yeah.
I see some big dudes.
Yeah, and then you get all the wind slapped out of you. You get slammed into a ceiling.
Yeah.
So let's do.
Don't die. Do I see Pandora like hanging off of the head?
Make me a wits and alertness roll.
Me?
No, Sphinx.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure I don't. Nothing over a 5.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm focused on this new plan of mine. I have a feeling it's going to. Oh, here's a question. In the process of my being like knocked unconscious and all this bad ridiculousness, have I healed any?
No.
I didn't think so. Okay.
No, you don't. Unless you use magic to heal, you have to go to a hospital.
Fair.
Okay, so now I got to reroll that because I forgot.
So I am still in pain.
Yes. So
adrenaline, honey. Adrenaline.
6
adrenaline
dice to hit, slamming you into the ceiling. Now, what I did with him last time is I took some of my entire dice pool, and I used some of it to dodge your attack. And that was I used 5 total dice. And basically I took them from both my brawl and from my melee or my dodge skill. Okay? Because his dodge skill and his melee skill are the same. Or his not melee, but brawl. So he basically took that many dice, but that's subtracted from my dice pool I just rolled. So, because I don't have those dice for this pool, I use them for that pool. It's called a reaction. You can do that if you want, but you have to remember how many dice you use, and if there's different numbers, like if you have a different dodge versus your brawl, then you take the average between the two, and that's the dice pool for that stat. So like if you have a 3 and a 5, well, you're going to get 4 dice. And so you can take 2 of those dice, yada, yada, yada. So are you going to make any type of reaction?
Can I activate a gift as a reaction or no?
No.
Okay then.
Unless the gift says you can activate it as a reaction.
Where would it say that? Because it just says to spend 2 rage points to activate.
Yeah, you can't do that except on your turn.
Okay. No, I don't think I'm gonna use anything.
Alright, so he's gonna have 5 extra dice.
Okay.
Here we go. I just want to make sure I double check. 12 levels of bashing damage.
Okay, and how does bashing work?
Bashing is damage that you can heal, and I need to look one thing up.
Don't you have your thing where you can soak up some of that as well? Because if
Yeah,
you're...
you get to roll your stamina to soak,
Oh, okay.
so and that'll take away from those.
What's the
6.
DC for?
6.
Okay, so 6. I got 6 successes.
6 successes. So, and he did 12 levels of damage, so you're taking 6 levels of bashing damage.
Okay.
Hang on 1 second. So, this is the way it works. Bashing damage is actually tracked separately.
Right.
But a bashing damage cannot kill you. But you can
Okay.
be knocked unconscious, and for you, when you go unconscious, that makes you leave Krenos.
Okay.
So you took 6 levels of bashing damage.
Okay, so how do I track that differently than the aggravated?
You can just put it. There usually was 2 sets of boxes, but if there's not, you just put X's beside the boxes and call
okay.
that. You can call that bashing damage.
And then do they have the same effect on the dice pool as the aggravated damage? Or is it different?
I think it's the same, but I think that you're just gonna heal a certain number of bashing damage a turn because you're a werewolf.
Yeah. Okay.
So we'll look at that because that's not gonna happen until your turn anyway. And that was on the dragon's turn. So on the mage's turn, he is going to. He fucking looks at you, Emery's, and he's like, "Why won't you just leave it alone?" And he is going to. And he just like whips his right hand forward, the one that was all with the servos and everything like that. And like it, looks just like a Sith Lord. Zzz, like force lightning comes out of his hand.
Oh, great!
Because he's
having his
Star
Palpatine
Wars.
moment.
Yeah, he's having his Palpatine moment. He sees Star Wars too many times. Let's see. So, bang, 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 bang.
Here's a fun bit of information.
Huh.
So I've got 4 dots in forces,
Mm-hmm.
and my speciality is forces channeling.
Mm-hmm.
So what would it take for me to be able to absorb as much of that as I can?
It would take you to having a prepared device to absorb and rechannel that damage.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not a firebender.
I'm not a
So
firebender.
sad. Can't pull an Uncle Ira. It's like,
But if you created a device for yourself, then it would be no problem to, like, as a reaction, the device activates and then it rechannels some of that damage away from you, even back to him. So, that could definitely happen. So
That
his
would be
Rete
great.
roll.
Probably will not work. Or at least
So he
cannot do
channels
it
it into
now.
you. You need to try and soak 4 levels of damage, regular damage.
Okay. How
Make a
do I do
stamina roll, difficulty 6. Each success means 1 level of damage goes away.
Okay. Oh, hi, baby. Oh, God. A 7, a 9, and a 10.
No, they don't explode on this roll, but
I know.
7, 9, and 10 is 3 successes, and he got 4 levels of damage. So you take 1 level
So I take one.
of damage. It's lethal damage though, as you feel the lightning course through you.
Oh, you opportune wannabe bitch.
And then the servos are going to move over towards you. I'm going to say 3 can get to you this turn, and then the other 3 will get to you next. Each one of them are just, they don't have much in the way of weaponry, so they're just going to bash you with their semi-metal arms.
Okay.
They have 5
And
dice.
so bashing damage is tracked.
Oh no,
separately, right?
these are metal arms. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be
Oh
painful.
no.
So that's
Oh no.
one hit you.
Okay.
The other one hit you.
Okay.
The last one hit you.
Hit me.
So
Yep.
the first one had 1 extra dice for damage, and it's gonna be strength +2. Oops. 1, 2, 3 +2 +1. 1 point of lethal damage for clubbing on you with its metal arms. The second one
Maybe
only
clubbing.
has its regular. 2 points. And the last one has the extra dice. 2 points.
Okay. So that can I soak?
Yeah. So you got 3 separate soak rolls though. You get soak each one individually because there are 3
Oh.
sources of attack.
Oh, that's lovely.
Mm-hmm. So the
All
first
right.
one was 2 levels. Dinner's here.
Okay, 2 levels for the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. That's 2 successes.
So no damage for the
Jesus.
first one. 1 level for the second one.
All right. Nope, that's a fail.
Okay, so it's 1 more level, and then 2 levels on the last one.
Ugh. Only 1.
Okay, so you take 2 total levels of damage.
I'm incapacitated.
You're down? All
Down.
right. So that was on the last action of this turn. This is a great time to go to break. I said we were going to break after this turn. I need something to drink.
Fine.
He's not dead. He's just incapacitated.
I'm just incapacitated.
Unfortunately, the servos were told to take care of you. So, actually, no, they were told to strap you back down to the table. So once they have you down, they're basically going to pick you up and strap you back down to the table.
Son of a bitch.
So that is, we're going to come back to this in just a moment, guys. We're going to take a 10-minute break. I need to get some drink in me because I cannot speak much anymore. We love you all. My players hate me, and we will be back shortly. What's going on?
Come on, Chachi.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Hey, Diamond, I think your camera got knocked down or something, or your chair's higher.
My camera got knocked down because Ichigo was on my desk.
Ichigo is cute, which means you can never be mad at him. Her.
Ichigo's a girl.
Ichigo.
She's a lady.
She's a proper lady. All right, we're back to the top of the round, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for letting us take that little break. We greatly appreciate it. Bay.
No,
Tati. Tati's up. So, Tati drops the shield when she sees Tambor get whipped down the hallway. She drops the shield. She begins running forward. As she runs forward, she pulls a medallion off of her neck. And as she runs into the room, she throws the medallion into the room. So, Sphinx.
Yeah.
Even though you're unconscious, I need you to make me a willpower roll, difficulty 8.
Oh, okay.
Terrifying.
1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
One second. I cannot spell tonight. She throws the amulet into the room. She screams, "Arrêtez du temps!" And you see that there is a flash of light. You got 4 successes, Sphinx?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I already rolled for everyone else. So when you do that, everything, all the motion in the room. Oh, Milagros, I need you to make me a willpower check too.
Oh shit! Wait, so how do I do that? So I just roll
make
all my willpower.
a willpower roll, and the difficulty is, what did I say, 7?
Yeah.
Do I need a roll?
Why is this song
You're not in the
playing?
room.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
What song is
I
it?
don't like that. The final countdown. I don't like
It's
that.
the final
I don't like
countdown.
that.
Am I?
No, you're outside. You're
Whatever.
outside. No, you're outside the room.
Okay.
5 successes.
Okay, you
4 7s and a 9.
gotcha. So as you are sitting there, you
So
see
good.
that everything in the room comes to a stop. Like the servo machines that have their arms that were like reaching down to grab Sphinx, free, or
Emrys.
freeze. The Mr. Deadmeat is, he's turning around to face back to where the dragon was, because the dragon went back in the room with you on its back, and he freezes. The dragon freezes. Emery's freezes in place. As you're looking at it, you feel yourself, like, literally, and this is the weird part, you feel everything about you, and Emery's, you feel everything about you freeze in time. Even your heart stops beating. But you're aware. And Tati runs into the room, and she runs over to where you are, Sphinx, and she grabs you by the back of your well, you don't have anything on. She hooks you under the arms, and she starts dragging you over towards the door. When she hooks you under the arms, you can feel yourself starting to regain motion. But right before, as she's running across the room, Pandora, you feel yourself beginning to move again. When she starts dragging Emery's towards the door, like I said, Emery's, you feel yourself beginning to be able to move again. The dragon is beginning to move. And so as she's getting back to the door, the dragon's head is turning around to look at you guys. And Pandora, You are moving incredibly slowly, so I want you to tell me what your intention is as the turn coming down to you, because the dragon's turning its head towards Tati and Emery's right now. You're on the dragon's neck, basically, on its head. So what are you like going to be doing?
I still have Rend activated, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna try and get it in the neck.
Okay, so you're
the sides of the neck.
gonna maintain your attack.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. So you can see Pandora is her claws are extended. You can see like her back claws are literally dug into the dragon to keep her in place,
Ripping.
and she is covered in gore. By the way.
Yeah.
And but she is like her claws are up, and she's like, and she's like just swinging her arms down. Right as Tati gets you to the doorway, everything starts going back into the motion. She just blew a major amulet on that.
Yeah, she did. Damn. Ow! Ow!
You had to literally get 7 successes to be immune to the effect.
Ah,
Oh wow!
I don't
Well.
even think I have much willpower.
I'll remember that.
Yeah, I only have 8 like willpower total.
You would have to get 7 7s.
Right.
I'm maxed out. I maxed out my willpower as soon as I could.
All right.
Yeah, I
So
got 6 willpower.
I found out, by the way, how much bashing damage werewolves heal a turn.
What?
5.
Wow. Okay, so
So on your turn, 5 bashing damage goes away.
yeah, baby.
Basically, werewolves shake it off.
Literally.
And I'm gonna activate combat healing on my turn too, so that's an extra 2 bashing damage to get healed.
Okay.
Or not bash. It's any non-aggravated damage.
Which is bashing damage too.
Yeah, regardless of actions.
All right.
Yippee.
All right. So that is on Tati's turn. Now it goes over to Bay.
It's
So-
tasting nothing but pixie sticks and bone pops.
What do you do? What do you do for wares?
Huh?
What do you do for wares?
What do you taste?
Basil. It's basil and
It's on red hot.
What would you do for a were dragon?
Oh my god!
fireball.
Fireball.
Fireball!
Straight up
Fireball
fireball.
the candy or fireball the whiskey?
Fireball the whiskey.
The
I think
whiskey.
it's-
It's
I
not
think
whiskey.
for-
Fireball, cinnamon,
dragon.
schnapps.
Or schnapps?
Oh, no, I'm
Oh,
going
no, they make
fireball.
fireball whiskey.
Oh, there is a
I
fireball
mean-
whiskey.
Well, I'm gonna say that because this is a. You said it was a crocodile dragon, wasn't it?
The Mowgli have a form they can take, which is a dragon.
Uh huh.
And he was forced into taking it once, and apparently they forced him to do it again.
I'm gonna say that probably like a normal dragon would be fireball, but since this is a little fucked up, this is gonna be like fireball with the aftertaste of like black licorice, burnt black licorice though.
Oh, that's worse.
So
You don't
it's like a bad day. It's just a bad day to have senses. To have magic sensitivity.
Yep,
Do I
it's
do
a
it this
bad day. All right, so what are you doing, Bay?
One question: am I within 20 feet of this thing?
Not right now, but you can move to within 20 feet.
Tachi's gone, so I might as well move. I'm gonna move within 20 feet of this thing. I'm gonna still hug a wall though.
All you have to, if you go along the wall, you can get to the doorway. You'll feel that if you're on the left wall, which definitely could be, you would definitely feel where you get to the open doorway. Well, what remains of the open doorway? The dragon's head knocked most of it down.
Okay, so the dragon is inside that room, correct? Okay. There are also how many servos in that room?
6.
6 servos and Crusty Dusty. Okay,
Crusty
cool.
Dusty.
And 3 allies. So
Tati's basically at the doorway now.
yeah,
Well,
Faye is gonna
The
get
ruins
to
of.
basically shimmy alongside the wall,
Mhm.
get to the doorway, and with their shotgun, I have a I have a 3 rate, so I can shoot 3 bullets
Mhm.
per round.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. My range is 20 feet, and it does 8 damage if I.
So
hit.
the difficulty for a shotgun normally is a 6. I do believe it goes up to a 7 when you're firing it multiple times, and then you're blind, which is going to make it a 10.
But I also have blind shot, which is my specialty.
And what does that do?
My specialty basically lets me. You said that whenever I would take a specialty in something that would help me deal with.
You get 2 extra dice for the specialty, and your 10s explode.
Yes. So and then. Let's see. Am I just rolling firearms?
Yeah, absolutely. Dex and firearms.
Counting.
And you're going to roll it 3 separate times. We can do the shots. Well, let's do the shot, then the damage, the shot, then the damage, and the shot, then the damage.
Okay. Sorry, I'm looking. I have D100s and D10s, so I'm looking for my D10s.
You just count them all as 10s.
I know, but it's easier for me to read them if they're just 10s, because I get confused.
No, it's okay.
Okay. First shot. Got 2 10s. And then I've got another 10. And one of those was a 9.
So that's 3 10. So that's 3 successes. So what you're gonna do is you know what your shotgun's damage is,
My shotgun's damage is 8.
and then so you have 2 extra dice, so you're gonna do 10 damage.
Is that just how damage it does?
Yep.
Or do I roll that?
No. You roll 10 d10,
Roll 10 dice.
and you're looking for 6s.
10 D10. Gotcha.
Pandora, you see Bay leaning around the door with a shotgun, and you just start firing.
Oh,
And I just started blasting.
fired.
Yes.
Oh,
Listen, I haven't gotten to shoot
Fired
anything.
again.
And I'm shooting blind, mind you.
literally, actually blind.
Literally, actually blind. Are 10s exploding on this one?
No, not on damage.
Oh, that'd be so
And you said
funny
after
if
being
10s made
6?
them explode.
Huh? Yes.
It'd be so funny if 10s made them explode, because a 10 would explode.
It would make the game stupid lethal instead of just lethal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
Okay.
I picked the right playlist for tonight, my god.
I've got 3 10s, 2 9s, and 8 and a 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's 7.
7 dice. 7 successes on 7 dice. That's not bad. His soap pool. Bang, 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 bang.
Oh no,
bang,
that
bang.
was So because wait, no, you told me to roll 10 dice
Yes.
for my damage.
And you got 7 successes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 7. That's 7 levels of lethal damage.
Okay.
Four,
You said 7 successes on 7 dice. I'm like, wait, no, it's just to roll 10, right? Yes, 7 successes on 10 dice. So that was my first one. 2, 3, 4.
Oh, it's per shot. Oh boy.
Yep.
Yeah, I got 2 more
Yeah,
shots.
guns are bad.
I got 2 more shots.
Why do you think Penny uses them? Her regular 9mm are 6 dice of damage each,
Yeah, I got a fucking shotgun.
and Penny's a marksman.
I am too. At least I was.
So at least I was. That shotgun round that did all that damage. Ping.
Lame.
He's got a lot of soak dice.
What is my difficulty again?
6.
6. Gotcha. Ichigo!
Get him, Ichigo. Get the dragon, Ichigo. He's like, are we gonna play with dice, Mama?
She wants to. Okay, 10 explodes. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
No, 5. Sorry, her pistols do 5.
Still.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's
How much?
5 successes.
5 successes. Go ahead. He's not dodging, so go ahead and roll damage. So that's going to be the plus 4 dice to your damage total. Dice.
My damage is an 8.
So you're going to be rolling a grand total of 12 dice. And what were you going to ask, Milagros?
How many levels of damage did Vera's hand cannon thing do?
It did like hers 8 damage.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But she only had 6 shots with it. I think her shotgun holds like 11 rounds.
Okay. Still a lot though. That's
Yeah.
bulk damage.
Yeah.
What's my number?
For damage, 6. It's 7 for. Oh, sorry. My bad. I messed that up, but that's okay. I forgive. I'm forgetting you're blind. We'll do it right on the next one.
I got 8 this time.
Okay.
Well, if it was 7, then I got 5.
6, 7. Okay, so he took a level. No, the difficulty's supposed to be 10 on the shot, remember? Because you're blind.
Gotcha.
So it'll be 10 on this one. Last one because I made a mistake. Go for it.
Here. 1, 2. Okay, 2 10s. Roll. 3.
2 10s and so 3 successes total?
3 successes total. Unless I'm supposed to roll that 10 again.
Yes. If it's on your shot, right? This is to hit. Yeah.
3 successes.
3 successes. Go ahead and roll damage. You're going to roll 10 dice this time.
I'm looking for a 7.
6.
6. Okay. Four.
4?
4.
You content? Are you content?
Yeah, that one pings as well.
All right.
Oh well.
Hey, you hit him 3 times while blind.
That's true. She did hit him 3 times while blind.
I just hit him 3 times so blind.
So,
What?
what are you just gonna stay there behind the wall then?
Yeah, I think that's all. That would probably be all of my movement, most likely, to get down that
Yeah.
hallway and get into the doorway.
Not a problem.
Can I think of how I know what it sounds like when this thing moves, correct?
Yeah, it sounds like boom, 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 boom.
Because it's not subtle and
No.
it's like it's big.
Yeah.
So whenever this thing moves next, like I can literally, I'm aware of it moving in I don't know, what would basically considered to be attacking, but not, because I could hear it and I could feel it whenever it was like doing whatever the fuck it was trying to do to Pandora.
Oh yeah, because it slammed her into the ceiling.
Yeah, I'm basically just gonna keep my wits about me and listen for that again.
Okay.
Is pretty much what I'm doing while I'm against this wall.
Got it.
My gun.
Got it. All right, so then it is Penny. Penny is going to. She comes running up to the doorway where you guys are. She sees Tati pulling out the limp Emery's. She's got a little bit more. She's going to grab Emery's and pull him like around the wall, like where Bay is, so he's out of sight. And then that's going to be her action though, because she's got no more. She moved so far to get to the doorway that she had barely any movement left to get Emery's out, and dragging a full-size man is going to be her action. So That's going to be Penny's action. So she got you out of harm's way. Pandora, would you like to bite a dragon?
Yes, I'd like to fight a dragon. I'm going to start by burning 2 more points of rage to activate combat healing. So
I thought you were spending a Gnosis point.
No, it's 2 points of rage to activate this gift.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I don't need to pause for a turn to heal a health level or roll stamina to heal during combat. Every round, I heal 1 non-aggravated health level regardless of actions. So that's there. And then I still have like 5 more turns of rend. So I'm gonna roll strength and brawl again.
Gotcha. Are you going to do anything, like, are you going to spend any rage for extra attacks or anything, or are you just going to keep going with what you're doing?
Yeah, I think I will spend a rage for an extra attack.
Okay.
Which has taken me down to half.
Excuse me.
So, basically, at the end of this round, you're going to have to make a willpower roll difficulty 8.
Okay.
What are you telling the kitty?
I'm telling her to bless my dice.
Oh.
Yeah,
You might
that was like
hurt
a nice blessing to me.
Yeah.
The kitty's like, I just sleeping.
Told her to bless my dice because she wants to play with my dice box.
Mm-hmm.
So, because she likes to put her butt in it. So.
It's a box.
Yeah.
So and sit.
I have a little dice dragon that protects my metal D20, and she likes to rub her face against it. So
It gives good scritches.
it does. It's got little prickly bits, so I think that's why she likes it.
Okay, so I have 8 successes for the attack.
Jesus.
So that is 7 extra dice on damage.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, dear lord. Okay, so that's 16 dice. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
I roll in batches of 5.
You need more dice.
I do need more dice.
For playing a werewolf
Yes.
at this level, yes. You do.
Yeah.
You need more dice, sweetheart.
More dice. More dice.
I do need them.
You
More
are
dice.
you are justified to become a dice goblin for that reason specifically.
Yeah.
Playing a high level werewolf, you need to roll 15 dice. You need to roll 25 dice.
You need to roll 75,000 dice.
All the
That's exalted.
That's exalted. That is exalted.
Nine successes.
On damage?
Yep.
Okay. Here goes.
that's attack number 1.
That's attack number 1 of 2, so I spend a rage to do another one.
Damn it!
What?
I fucking rolled lousy.
Ah,
So I
good.
take 5 levels of fucking damage.
Yes.
He is
Listen.
officially at half damage now.
You didn't take shit from me. So I'm glad
He
you
took,
worked.
he took 1 level from
He
you.
took 1 level from you.
One.
One measly level.
She is doing aggravated damage, and she is doing a fuck ton of damage.
Yeah.
If you could see, you would do a fuck ton of damage.
If I could see, I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it somehow. I know. I'm gonna do it.
Milagros is having too much fun rolling all the dice.
9 successes to hit.
Jesus Christ.
Yes!
Ah,
Go right ahead.
that's 7.
Murderize him. She's a wrecking machine.
Let's go. And this is without visceral agony, which adds, I think, like two levels of damage. It makes your like claws serrated and poisonous.
Oh my god.
And that's the
Ooh.
next gift I'm getting.
Is that the one where they can find your heart?
No, I already have that. Heart Claw, I'm saving it for Crusty Dusty.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because I can only use that once.
Gotcha. Period?
No, like per scene, because I have to, it's like breaking a finger off, basically, and then like...
Oh.
Yeah, no, I have to like break off a part, and it just, yeah, it's a whole thing.
You meaning to breaking a foot off in your
I can
hand.
use that like once per
Mhm.
like combat period.
the best way to break a nail.
In somebody.
Bringing it off and
7
somebody's
successes.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
4, 5.
Oh wait, no, I didn't roll all the dice. Okay, hold on. Woo! The 10 jumped out. Thank you, baby.
More! More!
Okay. 11.
Fucking fuck.
11. 11 damage.
Okay, so he's into negative dice. Yeah. Oh my God.
Finally.
He's down 2 dice. How much rage did you spend?
I've spent 5.
No, I meant, did you spend 1 extra rage or did you spend 2?
I spent 3. 2 to activate combat healing, and then 1 to have an extra attack.
Oh, okay, so you did 1. Okay, got it. All right, so that is the end of Pandora's turn. You
Oh wait, don't I have to do a willpower roll? Sorry.
Yes, you do, because you
Okay,
spent
let me
half
do
your
that.
rage. Difficulty is
Okay,
an 8.
Difficulty is an 8. Okay.
Can Pandora go crazy?
Yeah.
She can.
Frenzy.
She can.
Yeah.
If you when you spend 3/4 of your rage, the difficulty is a 10.
Yeah. Oof. Okay, let me not go crazy and kill my friends.
It's fine. I'll make a new character who can actually
No.
fucking see.
No. I got an 8 and a 10.
Okay, so you can feel your
Yeah.
rage taking over.
Yeah.
You can feel yourself losing it. You don't know how much longer you can control yourself, but I'll tell you mechanically, 2 more rounds.
Okay.
So.
Oh wow, Duhas just started playing. Yo.
And Emery's, you're up. So Emery's, you're unconscious.
Yep.
I don't know what you get to do when you're unconscious.
I don't know that I get to do anything.
Oh, no. You can spend a willpower to be awake and be able to function somewhat. You're still at all your negative dice pools that you were ahead of that, but also, if you take any injury, you're just dead. Otherwise, you just lay there, unless someone tries to kill you.
I will spend a willpower to wake up.
One more thing. I don't think it's a temporary willpower. I think it's a permanent. I want to double check.
Never mind then. Don't do it. If it's a permanent willpower, I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah, don't do it.
I like being maxed out on will.
All right, so you're basically unconscious for now.
I'm unconscious for now unless somebody wakes me the fuck up.
Got it. Well, Penny's working on it, so. But she didn't have any more actions, so.
Fair.
All right, so next after Emery's is the dragon.
The dragon.
It's the dragon.
The dragon is going to attempt to rip Pandora off of its neck with its claws. It's down 2 dice on its dice pool, so that means that's its dice pool now.
Can I try to bluster it?
What does your bluster do again?
My bluster is a shouted syllable that becomes a veritable shield against harm.
Okay.
And it doesn't say it has to be my turn. It just says on a turn I can use it to protect an ally.
Okay. And what does it do to protect the ally?
I have to hold on. Let me scroll. The roll is typically resisted against appropriate attack roll made by the enemy. So I have to roll Wits and Mercy with a difficulty of 6 against the attack. It says my character must be able to see, but I can perceive this fucking thing because I asked, would I have the situational awareness to know when this thing is moving earlier?
There is a very big difference between situational awareness and the literal ability written in black and white to see.
You fucking blinded me, Ray.
I know I blinded you.
So you need to work with me.
Work with me.
No.
I'm trying to save my friend.
Because it says something within my line of sight, but I already asked you, it's like if Bay is aware of this thing moving and attacking. Because Bay has been blind now for
I
a
know.
day
I just thought
and
of
has been
something.
adjusting.
No, I just thought of something. So you are attempting. You know what you want to do. You're trying to understand how to do it. You've like angled yourself to where you're looking in the room and you're just trying to figure out how to do it. And you are once again struck with that overwhelming feeling of Apollo's presence. And you know what it looks like when you're seeing things in night vision, where everything's
Yes.
that dull green? Well,
Yes.
instead of the green, everything is in shining levels of bright sunlight. But you can see the outline of the dragon.
Oh, fucking take it.
It's not perfect, but you can see the dragon's out silhouette.
I don't want to rebuild this entire fucking character after spending 123 XP
No.
to be here. Work with me.
Oh, I'm working.
So basically, it's against the resisted roll. Bay is going to yell. Ethan? Adam? What was the name that Penny
Eric.
gave?
Eric.
Eric. There you go. Generic name.
Generic.
Generic.
Eric. Oh.
Upon feeling this fucking thing moving again, Bay is going to just yell the thing's name and use that as bolster, the same way that beforehand Bay has used this against Pandora
Okay.
to get Pandora to and yell down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Dark green.
Trying to throw it, I just basically want to throw it off.
Yeah.
So then I'm rolling against its dice pool.
Yes.
Pink. So it's my wits and
No,
mercy.
it has. You roll and see how many successes you get, and you take away from its successes with your roll.
Okay. Because it says that it can be used as a dodge, a parry, or a block, but you must use a course of defensive action, and this is defense action? Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to
Cool.
count it as a parry because you're basically distracting him, so he's not focused on Pandora as much, so it's almost like she dodges or parries.
Okay. Is my difficulty going to go up because I'm blind?
No.
Okay.
It said your yeah, I think it says 6.
2, 4, 6. Do I reroll times on it?
No, I don't think so.
Cool. 4.
4?
4.
Alright, so she definitely lessened the amount of damage you're going to take from this, Pandora. So the
Yay.
first claw comes in, and it is... Six levels to soak, please.
What do I roll to soak again? I forgot.
Stamina, difficulty 6.
Stamina. Oh no, I totally don't have 9 dice.
We wait forever. Where the rolls at 5.
She has 9 dice to roll.
Well, but we can only roll in batches of 5.
No, she can roll as many as she wants. She just does it to do that easy.
Yeah, with a when it's over 10, when I have to roll like 16 or 17 or like 19 or something, I roll in batches of 5 to make it easier for me to count everything.
Bestie, I was sitting here thinking you only had 5d10.
No, I have a bunch. It's just that
Okay.
it makes it easier for me to see what's happening.
That makes sense.
The Sappho has smiled upon me. 6 successes to soak.
You soak all of it.
Bugatti!
And
Praise be to Sappho. Praise be to Sappho.
and here comes the next attack because he spent rage. He
Okay.
spent 2 points of rage, so he's doing 2 attacks.
Alright.
So the next roll on the attack is... Oh, I gotta put one more up there. Oh no, he's down 2 dice, that's right.
Haha.
So that's 6 successes on that one. So it's going to be
Okay.
5 dice onto the damage roll. damage. 6 damage.
You can do it, Pandora. You can do it.
Thank you very much for the follows.
I believe in you.
I
The
believe
staff
in
will
you.
guide you.
Okay. Wait. So did 6 damage?
Yes.
Okay. So ah! Actually, no. No shit. That's a 10. I got a 10 on the floor. I got a 10 on the floor. Okay. Listen, after last week, y'all know what I'm talking about. After last week, I deserve this, okay?
Yep.
Like, okay.
After last week, we all deserve this.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Just Pandora ripping and sundering every fucking thing. We're
Pretty
on.
much.
You still have 5 more rounds with Ren, don't you? Because we're on combat round 4 or 5.
No, we're on 3.
We're on.
Yeah, I have 5 more levels of run. However, I only have 2 more levels of sentience left. Two more
Then
turns.
she frenzies.
Yeah, and then I frenzy, and then you guys gotta go.
Then
I
you
got
guys
4
gotta go.
successes.
4 successes. So you take 2 levels of ag.
Yep.
And then the last attack. Shit. I gotta take a bunch of dice off now.
Come on.
There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, shit. So 4 successes.
Okay.
I got 2
Come
ones. I
on.
got 2 1. I caught 2 ones that time. So that's 3. Oh my fucking god. 10 levels of damage.
Okay.
That's bad.
It is bad.
That's real bad.
It is
I don't like it.
It is bad.
I don't like it.
I soak 8.
Oh my god, are you serious?
I soak 8.
So take 2 levels of damage out of my fucking 10.
Fuck you. From the bottom of my heart, eat a dick.
Well, that was
Oh
his
my
last.
gosh.
That was his last attack. Now he's got 2 of those, so he's got to make 2 stamina checks real quick. Die roller.
That is a new meaning to beast mode.
Yeah, baby.
Yep.
Roads are
1, 4,
broken.
5. So he gains back 5. You see that some of the damage that you did previously that is aggravated, you see it starting to heal up, closing. And you recognize that he is rage healing, so he is damaging himself, but he is sealing wounds.
He's using your own tricks against you.
He's one of her. He's one of the changing breed. So, but yeah, he's fucking himself up. But go ahead. It is now over to Pendleton, who is going to... What is he going to do? Pendleton runs over to the circle with the sword in it. And he's like, you can see him, he's at the controls, and he's like, hurry it up, hurry it up. And then he goes like, he pulls out this really odd looking silver wand, and he begins like, he's trying to like push it into that hole that's in the center, that's been forming. You can see that electricity's crackling off of it, and he seems to be encountering a lot of resistance, but he's pushing that silver rod towards that opening.
Without consent.
Without consent.
Of course, without consent.
The servos are going to run over and try and grab Emrys. They're gonna try and grab Emrys and take him back to the table because that's all they were told to do. So they're going
Of course.
They're going to run past Tati, ignoring Penny. They grab Emrys. He's unconscious. They lift him up and they start taking him back over to the table. They get about halfway there with him.
Fuck.
You're like being carried above them, like some, like a sacrificial virgin.
I was gonna say like he's crowd surfing at a concert, but that's much more appropriate.
He
Man,
literally
what's
It's the
said
worst
that.
kind. I didn't ask for this.
Bay, you're up.
Kathy.
Sorry, for some reason I have it scrolled down. Oh, I know why. Okay, now I got it now. Tati is... Oh, shit. I know exactly what Tati's going to do. Tati walks into the room. Oh, she doesn't walk in the room. She stands in the doorway. And she looks up. And she holds out her hand. And she has a gree bag in her right hand. And she's all shaking it. And she says... come on. I need to learn more languages. She says, tremblement de terre. And I'm going to make an arete roll for her. Jesus Christ.
Come on, Tati.
Okay.
Come through, Auntie.
So she holds up her hand. As she says that, the floor underneath the servos just starts to splinter and crack, and it falls out from underneath them all, and they all fall into basically a giant fissure in the ground. They drop you though.
What happens to? Okay, what happens to
You fall down the hole with them.
Oh no!
Tati, no.
That can't be what she wanted.
Well, yeah, because she wants to stop them from putting you back on the table because he doesn't know what the table does.
Right.
But for some reason, it's very important they get you on the table, so she doesn't want that to happen.
Fair.
So that's Tati's turn. Bay, you're up.
Whee!
All right. Just gonna let's see what can I do. I don't want to keep firing at the fucking thing because it's gonna. I'm gonna run out of ammo, probably. I don't
Fire
have.
3 rounds.
Fire
You
to-
have 11, I think.
I have 8 plus 1.
Okay, so you have 9. I knew it was an
I-
odd number. I couldn't remember exactly how many it
Fire
was.
at the mage.
I have 6. I don't know where the mage is. Is
So
my
couldn't you
problem.
see the room?
No, I could see the dragon for that
Oh, okay.
for a minute. You know what? I'm gonna do something dumb, but maybe. I'm gonna communicate first
Okay.
with my friends.
Communication is the key.
I'm gonna communicate with my friends first. I'm going to say Penny, because Penny's near me, correct?
Yes, she is.
Okay. I'm gonna say Penny. Where it are Tati and Emrys near, or are they in the room?
She's like, Emerson fell down a fucking hole. With all those weird dudes.
Are they in the room?
Technically, yes. I can't see them anymore.
You can see better than me, babe. And babe's gonna pull a grenade, pull the pin, and fucking toss it. Like, just baseball throw it, chuck it into this room.
Okay, it's a big room, so are you going to chuck it like in the direction of the dragon? Or are you going to chuck it where? Because remember, if you chuck it in the direction of Emery's, it might go in the hole.
I know. I'm trying to not. I don't know where the hole is, though.
Yeah, but it's not. Well, put it this way: the only thing you remember exactly where it is the dragon, and from what you could hear, the dragon didn't move too much.
From what I remember from that vision, where is Shortrib in relation to, like, this doorway?
He's directly across the room, catty corner from the doorway. No, if you're looking in the home like this, he is kind of to the right of the in the back, like on the back wall of the room, because the room is actually an octagon. So it's and he's on the back wall of the octagon. The middle wall directly across the room from the door is the huge doors that the dragon came out of. To the left of that, there is a large bank of equipment that a bunch of the servos were standing against. To the left of that, there was another bank of equipment that the servos were staring at. The circular thing that has a sword is in the dead center of the room, and on the panel right beside the door is the area where the table that held Emery's was, and right in front of the door there was nothing. And to the right of the door is whatever was there has been smashed flat by the dragon.
I'm gonna aim for that big fuck of machinery that the servos were in the vision. I'm launching this thing in that general direction. Maybe if it breaks something, it might help.
Okay. Well, you're definitely gonna throw it past where Emery's is, because you got it. It's like that's all the way across the room. So you chunk it.
Roll to chuck it.
Write me a dexterity athletics check. Oh no, strength athletics.
I was about to say. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's my number?
The difficulty is an
I
8.
just want to-
An 8.
I just want to throw it far.
Yeah, I know.
2 10s. Reroll.
Yay!
3.
3.
3.
Okay.
Right now,
So-
4. One of
4.
those. I thought it was a 6. It has a line underneath it. That makes it to 9.
9.
So
Got it.
4.
So that is definitely more than enough. Roll me the grenade's damage for short range.
I'm looking for that. I don't see a grenade here.
Let me find it again. Oh, I didn't keep it up. I'm so dumb.
Hold on. I'm just going to search the word grenade and let's see if it comes up. Not grenadine. Grenade. Grenadine! And grenade doesn't pop up.
Okay, I got it.
But, what am I rolling?
12 dice of damage, plus you get 2 extra dice, I do believe, for accuracy of placement.
So I'm rolling 14 dice.
Yes.
You get to do a double-digit roll too.
14 dice.
Double-digit damage rolls. Let's go.
Come on with it.
10. 14.
14 dice. And the TN is a 6.
Seven.
7?
Seven.
All right. Pandora, and from the back of the dragon, you see Bay stand up, pull the pin, and throw a grenade. It sails over the room, hits the floor, and rolls up against a bank of one of those all that equipment, that really weird-looking scientific equipment that's on the wall. Explodes. The scientific equipment blows the fuck up. There are sparks and electrical discharges everywhere. The circular ring flickers like in and out with the power. The power is going in and out. Mr. Deadmeat is sitting there going, "No, no!" And he's trying to thrust it in, and then suddenly he stumbles forward, and he kind of falls into the ring as the lights completely go out on the device, and Excalibur falls down and clatters to the ground.
And Bay is just going to duck back behind that wall look in the general direction of where they're assuming Penny is, this where they heard Penny's voice, and just say, I think I hit something.
Penny says, "That's fine. I gotta go get Emery's," and she takes off running. She slides across the floor, and basically just slides right into the hole after Emery's. She is, as she's sliding into the hole, she is going to split her dice pool to shoot lots of people.
I have a question with the grenades. So do normal grenades not do any kind of like the same thing that oh fuck. We had a roll of stamina for something. If you're near like someone firing. Do grenades not do that? Like any kind of like blowback or anything like that?
The problem is it's all the way on the other side of the room, and this room is big enough that the concussive force is not going to make you deaf unless you're like close enough to take some damage too.
I didn't think about that when I threw it, and I'm just like, oh fuck, I don't know where that hole is in relation to this thing.
2 hits. 2 hits. So she's gonna do 6 damage to both of those guys. No, 5 damage.
And he's just sliding in and shredding these bastards.
Yep.
3.
So it's different.
So
Two
Penny
shreds,
slides
you
in.
said.
She's like John wooing shit. She pulls out 2 pistols and she's just like capping rounds into people. She can do 3
Elves
shots.
fly out of nowhere.
Yeah, and so she's like just starts shooting the guys. The servos are like getting shot. They're spinning off and getting shot and damaged. But they're, servos, so they don't give much of a shit. But she's down in the pit with Emery's. That's her action. Pandora, you're up.
Is there any reaction from the dragon when like the stuff goes off? I'm not thinking that it's connected to that stuff, but I'm just wondering if it might have damaged something.
Actually, when the stuff goes off, the dragon stops moving.
Like it just like
Yeah, it's frozen. It doesn't
it
move.
just freezes in place.
Mhm. Like its claws were coming up again for another swipe at you, and they like all freeze. Like
Like a malfunctioning animatronic?
I was literally thinking about like the big like T-Rex animatronic at the like
at
Toys
Chuck
R
E.
Us in
Cheese
Times
when
Square.
everything breaks and the stupid show stops and the kids start crying
The kids not crying.
because they realize how creepy those things are.
Yeah. In that case, Pandora's gonna leap off and try to see if she can like dig and fish every side of the hole.
All right, I need you to
We're
make
about
me.
to kill that bastard. Kill that bastard.
I need you to make me an athletics check for
I
the
want
jump.
my friend to not be in the middle of this shit right now.
Fair enough.
Like, come on, man.
Fair enough.
Well, Emery's is butt naked.
I need athletics and what?
Dexterity athletics for the jump.
Okay.
Because you're not really jumping so much as just like dropping down
Yeah.
Falling with style.
with massive style. Do the superhero landing. Do the superhero landing.
You know what? Sure.
Do a superhero landing on top of a servo.
It'd be really funny.
Leash.
With a DC of
6.
okay, that's what I assumed. 5 successes.
Oh god, yeah. You can.
Yeah,
you
I
can,
have Dex and Athletics maxed out.
You can like
still-
literally go right into the pit if you want to with that many
Yep.
successes. All right. So your movement action is to jump into the pit.
Yep.
If you want to, you can land on a servo.
I want to land on a servo.
Okay. In that case, you get 4 extra dice on your attack
Yeah, baby.
for the precision of the jump.
Okay. I really
This one's
should
called
have-
Death from Above, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, so I have 4 extra dice for the attack.
hmm
Okay, then I'm rolling 18 dice. This is when I do batches of 5.
Yes.
Oh boy.
1, 2, 3. My fucking god. Lord! Gotten 3 10s already. Jesus. I get it. I'm amazing.
Sappho is with you.
Literally.
Literally, Sappho likes violence.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
Sappho is here for the power of friendship.
She really is here for the power
And blood.
of friendship. And so much blood.
9 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, roll damage.
Yep. Anyone watching, this is you can take a drink, you can go to the bathroom. I will still be counting when you get back.
Gonna be here a while.
We are gonna be here a while.
It's okay. You wanted to destroy shit.
I wanted to destroy shit. Okay, they hurt my fucking friends.
I'm
They,
just
they,
imagining.
they basically beat your friend into unconsciousness.
Yes, no,
No.
like they're going fucking down.
I just imagine Pandora like climbing out, Emmer slugged over one shoulder, fucking like damsel in distress style, and then in the other hand is just a servo head.
12 damage.
12 damage?
12
Dude,
successes.
you render this thing in fucking half.
Yeah, baby.
Actually, no. You land on it, and it's one of those scenes in the movies where the big monster just comes down and crushes it into the ground.
Yeah.
So,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
there you go.
All right.
You're in the pit. You've smashed one flat.
Yep.
Like something on your snap.
Can I grab Emery's?
No, because you made an attack. Unless you spend a point of rage to grab Emery's.
I'm
And
gonna
then,
spend a
and
point
then
of
another point of rage to move.
Can you hover over Everest?
Are you sure you can do that? Because, like, remember your frenzy.
Might
Guard
lose
them?
my,
She might
I lose my
instantly
mind.
frenzy.
might lose my mind. You know, might lose my mind.
That should take you down to
Um,
3/4 spent, which means
Yeah.
another roll.
Okay. What do you? Okay, Emery's. What? Sphinx. Be my conscience.
This is your conscience speaking.
Yeah.
I want you to remain yourself for as long as you can.
Okay.
Do not go into frenzy while you're holding me. You could accidentally kill me.
Yeah. Okay. This
Or, because she's a
You're-
werewolf, you could accidentally eat him.
I do
Or
not
that.
want to eat my friend.
That's even worse. Also,
I
I
mean,
mean, which is also killing me.
Huh?
Yeah,
Penny's
but
in the
no,
hole,
but
too.
that's worse. Like that's like
Yeah.
sacrilege. We're not
Also,
doing that.
Penny is there.
Yes, and
Penny
also
is
Penny is.
there, so you're not by yourself.
Okay, then I'm done.
Okay.
I squashed one flat. Now I'm done.
All right, so there's 5 left. So that is Emery's. You're unconscious. The dragon
Can't do a
is
goddamn
frozen.
thing.
Who's still up?
The
All right,
dragon's
Happy.
The dragon's frozen.
Kilgar's frozen?
It's not Kilgar.
Oh, the dragon
Oh.
attacking us.
The Mowgli.
Ethan, Eric, generic.
Generic.
I was gonna say, because you're the only one who can see it, I was gonna say, Bay, you see it, and I was like, God damn it.
They does not see.
Can't
They,
see shit.
they
Cannot
censor.
see
She sees nothing.
So
see
you, Bay, you hear
There you go.
someone that Krusty's voice go, God damn it, ah! And then you hear footsteps running
Which direction?
away.
Towards the door?
Away. You're at the door.
The door. So
Directly-
in front?
It's going towards the. It's going directly away from you, so towards the back of the room.
Is there a
Towards
door
where you
back
threw the
there?
grenade,
There
it
was,
sounds
yeah,
like.
there was a door that way.
There was a door back
The
there.
giant
but
door that the dragon came through.
Yeah.
I didn't see the dragon come through.
I know.
Yeah, I didn't see the dragon through. So Ray was gonna mark that as a note. Because it's going in the direction of where I threw the grenade, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Biz is going to mark that as a note to themselves. Because it's not my turn yet.
And then the servos are going to... 2 of the 3 remaining servos climb out of the pit. The other 3 servos pick Emery's up. And then they hand him up to the 2 servos standing out of the pit.
Oh my God.
And they lift Emery's out of the pit.
They're just on autopilot.
And then they start putting Emery's down on the table.
Uh-huh.
Tati's turn.
Tati's turn.
Come on, Tati.
Tati... Tati looks at them, and she once again waves her grigri bag, and she says, "She's to the servos." She says, "Shoshafor," and she holds out her hand, and I need to make an arete roll. Bang. That's more like it.
Oh, got it.
Oh, shit. Yeah, so Tati holds out her hand, and she says that, and then both the servos, both the robots around where all the metal is in their head begins to smoke, and they begin to shake violently, and they both fall over. And then Tati's going to run up to the edge of the pit. Oh no, she's going to run up to Emery's, and that's going to be her turn. So that is Tati's turn. It is now Bay's turn. So Tati basically runs around the hole.
Mm-hmm.
And the hole is big. It's like 15 by 15.
See, I was wondering how that many servos plus Emrys and Penny and Dora.
Basically, Tati caused a small localized earthquake, like a sinkhole or something like that, to suddenly form underneath the floor, and the floor dropped through. She's still trying to use coincidental magic.
She's a queen. I am.
Because she doesn't want to be melted by paradox.
And also,
There's also that. Yeah.
she's a queen. I'm trying to think of. Would I've gotten a general, like, how big is this room? In my vision.
As
Just
you're
by-
in it, the one thing you can tell just by your hearing and by all the sounds is there is an echo. So this thing has a huge high ceiling, and it is like, it's not like, well, no, it's close to warehouse size. So it's probably like 80 to 100 feet across.
Where? Okay, so on the other side of the door, like on the inside of the door, is Emrys, where they had him. Correct.
To your left.
On my left.
Mm-hmm. On your
Yeah.
right is where there was a bunch of other equipment that got smashed by the dragon.
Okay.
And then directly ahead of you is where that central ring was that was holding the sword. It also has like a little control panel on it and everything like that.
How far away is that from me?
About 40 feet.
I'm going to move up 10 feet
Okay.
into the room.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid ass decision. I know. It's real stupid. I'm gonna chuck my other grenade at it.
At the central thing?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Make me that roll.
It was. I looked it up. Throwing is supposed to be the other combination. It's supposed to be Dex and Athletics, but my Dex and Athletics and my Strength and Athletics are the exact same thing.
Okay.
So
The only reason I made you do strength and athletics that time is because you were going for distance.
Gotcha. Okay. So you want me to do Dex this time?
Sure, because you're trying to remember where it is and you're trying to be accurate this time.
What does this room taste like?
Oh my god. What would
Awful.
will-based magic that is trying to dominate others taste like? It's gonna be still magic, like Emery's uses. But all the magic in this room is forced around dominating others or punching a hole through reality.
Everclear.
Everclear?
I was gonna say like Purell, like hand sanitizer.
Everclear and Purell are basically the same.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
It's the same.
So basically, rubbing alcohol.
Yeah.
Is my number a 6, 7, 8?
Oh, sorry. It's still going to be a 10 because you're doing it blind.
Rubbing something?
I'll make it an 8.
It's gonna be 4. Oh wait, I got a 10. Rolled another 10. Finally. Yeah, it's gonna be 5.
5? Got it. No problem. So you basically pitch the grenade out. You hear it clanking around. Who's still up top side? Only person up there is Tati right now, I think. So there it goes. So you hear the grenade clanking around, and then there's an explosion. You moved up 10 feet. You're 40 feet away, so that puts you within 30 feet of the thing. So you're gonna be on the periphery. So I need to roll 12 dice. 2, 4, that's 10.
Am I not rolling the damage for this one?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you roll damage.
What am I rolling? 12 dice?
12 dice.
Okay.
And then on yourself, you need to roll 6.
That's my willpower, correct?
No. You just you're rolling 12 dice for you for the machine, and then because this machine blew up, there's shrapnel flying everywhere, and it's basically you're within the blast radius of the grenade. So, but you're on the edge of the blast radius, so you only take half.
Right. For myself, what's my number?
It's 6 either way.
Okay, so it's just 6 dice that I roll?
No, you're rolling 12
No.
dice
For
the for you.
me,
Yes,
you said I roll
6. 6 dice. 6 dice for you.
Okay, what is my number on my 6 dice?
You have a target number of 6.
Gotcha. Okay, you said 6 many times.
Yes, I
What?
did. The TN for damage is 6 almost all the time. There's really no change to it.
I got 4 on my roll because I need these dice to roll my 12.
Okay, so you are taking 4 levels of lethal damage.
But that might kill me, so.
Huh?
I don't remember how health works whenever I'm human. Do I just mark 4 boxes?
Yep.
Oh, then I'm wounded.
Yep.
Okay, and then I'm looking for 6 on my damage die, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Nine.
9 damage?
9.
All right. There is a crackling explosion. You hear like metal pinging off things as the shrapnel is going flying around the room. Oh shit! Roll. How much damage did you do on the 6? You did 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tati takes 4 too.
Yeah.
On the one you had me roll the 6, I had 4. On the one that I had to roll the 12, I had 9.
Tati takes 4 because she throws herself across Emery's.
Good plan. Good plan.
So that is on Bay's turn. On Penny's turn, actually at this point, because the only thing really left at this point is the servos. So Penny and Pandora can wipe the floor with these things. Pandora actually can do it by herself. Very
It might be
easy.
Penny's best interest to climb.
I was
out
gonna
of the
say
hole.
Penny.
Yeah.
No, Penny is literally going to be climbing out of the pit because she saw them take Emery's out of the pit. Her only focus is Emery's, and they're basically ignoring her. So she is climbing out of the pit. Pandora is, I'm assuming, going to rend the rest of these things into
Yeah,
Scorpion.
putting them in the blender.
Yep.
They're getting blended.
Combat is basically over at this point. Tati and Penny are going to stabilize Emery's with magics.
I love it.
Like, let me make a arete roll for them, and it's going to be
Well, we
combined.
can't go to
magics.
hospitals anymore. Hospitals are banned. So we gotta find a life mage.
Yeah.
Because hospitals are banned.
No,
Or a
it's
personal
not that
doctor.
bad. Emery's, you heal back 4 levels of damage immediately.
Oh, I love it.
Uh,
1, 2.
Is Emery still
I'm
suffering?
only wounded now. Oh no, I'm injured. I'm not wounded anymore. I'm injured.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
I assume I wake up.
Yes, you come to. You're back on the
come
table.
to- First words out of my mouth, like I oh my god! And then I see Penny and Tati, and the first words out of my mouth is, "Where's the sword?"
Tati looks around and she says, "It's on the floor."
Okay. Thank you for coming. This sucked. Am I naked?
Penny
Babe?
and Tati are looking at you like,
Dave's just taking off their flannel that they were wearing and is just holding it out because they also perceive that
Penny's like,
naked.
Penny like opens her vest and then she opens the other side and she reaches in and she pulls out one of those black jumpsuits and she like tosses it to you.
Thanks, kiddo. I ease myself into the jumpsuit.
You guys,
I have a weird
And then
question.
yeah.
I get up and I go get the sword. Because
Oh,
fuck if I'm letting that thing out of my sight again.
never mind about my weird question.
What was your weird question?
I was gonna see if with Bag's magic sensitivity, I'd be able to sense where the sword is and pick it up.
Oh yeah, you can definitely sense the sword.
It's gonna hurt me if I touch it.
You don't know. You can try and touch it.
You're wounded, buddy.
Touch it.
You're wounded, buddy.
I'll just have Big stand by it, just like, and just put their flannel in the general vicinity, hoping that it covers it. Just not gonna do anything, but it's just there.
Okay. So, Emery, as you walk
Yeah, I
over,
wrap
pick
the
up the
wrap the
blade.
sword in.
Mhm.
I wrap the sword in the flannel. Because who the hell knows where the scabbard is at this point?
There you go. It's red flannel.
Yeah.
You guys
I
can
grab it.
hear outside. You can hear commotion. You can hear yelling. You can hear because most of the doors have been blown off their hinges by this time. So in the distance, you can hear the wail of sirens.
We should probably get the hell out of here.
Tati's-
Where's Short Rib? He's supposed to be here.
He's not anywhere. The
They
table
were
he was
draining.
on was smashed by the dragon.
Short Rib died.
Oh no!
Where's Pennyworth?
He is still suspended in the apparatus that was basically because like Emery's table was to the left. Pennyworth was in the area just to the left of that, and Pennyworth is still hanging in it.
Okay, so he wasn't within blast radius.
No.
Okay.
He was basically up against the wall.
We gotta get him down. We gotta get him down. And then get the hell out of here.
Pandora, you're still a massive Krenos werewolf. You could lift him down pretty easy.
Yeah. I'm gonna climb out of the hole,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna look for spare rib first.
Okay. You go over there.
Yeah.
So you go looking over there, and you smell spare rib scent, and you kind of are looking for spare rib. And as you're looking around, you find a small plushie that is singed and burnt and kind of crushed, and it looks like a dragon. One of its wings has been torn off, and it has like a shaggy dog body, a long neck, and like a dog's head on the end of it. It's kind of singed. It's pretty smashed up.
Buddy.
I think I remember how to fix spare rib. Maybe it might work. Gotta get him near balefire.
I'm gonna pick up the plushie.
Okay. You pick up spare rib. It smells
Yeah.
just like him.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick it up and just kind of hold it, and then go over to Pennyworth.
You lift him
Um,
down.
Yeah.
All right, so he's there's no pulse.
Oh.
You dead?
Yeah.
He's dead.
Okay. We need to get him out of here. We need to get out of here. It's going to be a lot of questions that we do not have answers to.
Tati says the only good news about this is that we can link back to your circle from here. Whatever he's done here has weakened the gauntlet, so we should be able to transcend fairly quickly, and we can go directly there because you have your circle already inscribed. She says,
Yeah.
so give me a few moments to get that, make sure no one comes in. She says, while I'm doing that, whoever's not guarding the door, try and find anything that we can use to get clues about what happened.
Hold on, and Bay is going to attempt to just, not even using an ability, just closing their already blinded eyes and just sighing, opening it up. Can I please have help in answering questions for my friends? Your oracle requests your aid. Oh, Apollo.
In your mind's eye, you see the room around you.
Uh-huh.
Almost like an overhead view, like someone's looking down upon you. And directly ahead of you, where the circle is, where the circular device that held the sword is, you can see on the ground there is a half-charred 3-ring binder. It's like one of those giant 3-inch 3-ring binders that is laying there. And you know that you can walk straight to it and pick it up.
I feel attacked.
You and M. Oh my god.
Leave me in my note-taking binder alone. May will go and, try to navigate to this 3-ring binder. Also, just kind of saying, Penny, can you help me?
She's like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry. What are you looking for? Did you lose something?
We're looking for a 3-ring binder.
By the way, this entire time,
circle.
Patty is drawing a circle on the ground, and she's with chalk. So she says,
Emrys is helping.
There's a big one right here. She picks it up.
We need that.
She's okay. She's like, do I read it or what?
It's supposed to be. It's Tati's request. Also, everyone would have heard Faye say, the prayer out loud and the exasperation in their voice. That's apparently what we need, according to Apollo, helping. So
Emrys is helping Tati. Thanks, Apollo.
In your head, Bay, you hear Apollo's voice. It's very sing-songy. And he says, you may prove to be a true follower. And he says, but for now, you have absolutely proven that you are willing to sacrifice anything to help right wrongs.
Except for the lives of innocents, and they say that out loud.
And in your head, Paulo says, and when you find an innocent, let me know. But in the meantime, I think you've sacrificed enough for now. And you have one blinding, splitting headache as your vision comes rushing back.
Oh, thank God.
And you can see around you, but it's like when you walk into a brightly lit room from a dark area and your fucking eyes are, but it's like that times 1,000.
Faye now has a hangover. I'm just calling it. They have a hangover. They are at the wounded state. They have really bad vision right now. They have the baseline of a hangover because it smells like fucking desiccated Everclear in here. It's a bad time.
And Tati's whipping up another big magic right now, so that's coming up too. So
It's about to taste like fucking jungle juice in the worst way. Because Emrys is helping. And Emrys tastes like a London fog.
How I feel about that.
I can make it a chai.
Tati opens the portal.
Chai would be better.
She ushers you all through the portal. Tati says, fuck. And she says, I'll be there in a bit.
What's the matter?
And where the portal's open is you guys are standing inside Emery's basement. Looking through the portal, you can see the dragon standing there perfectly still.
Oh, Eric. He's frozen.
Right.
He
And
can't
Tati
reload.
says, I can hide him for now. I might be able to move him later. We've got to do something about him. I don't even know what he is.
Yeah, that's fair.
I can probably help you with that. Maybe. Pandora, you had somebody at your rally. I don't know if they died or not, who could do something with technology that was really fucking cool. Maybe if we combine that with baseline hacking and maybe a little bit of, and then Bay's gonna motion towards Emrys and Penny, just happy that they can see the blurry outline of them. Maybe with all of this, with our powers combined, we can Frankenstein your friend. Maybe. He might just be like that guy from the later season of Buffy.
I remember that guy.
Yep.
I get that reference. Yikes.
So Tati says, let's just get you guys out of here. I'm going to hide him for now. I got to make sure that these people coming can't see him, and that's going to take all my concentration. What's up, actually, Milagros, what's up?
Yeah. Do Bay's eyes look different?
Yes, when you look at Bay, the cataracts are gone.
Oh shit. This is so mean. I'm gonna drop Pennyworth, but not the plushie.
She drops Pennyworth's body, but she clutches the
I clutch the plushie and then turn back into a human.
Oh shit, I forgot Pandora was in Krenos.
Still in Krenos. No, I was still in Krenos because I was like, oh, I have to carry him around. This makes it easier.
Wait a minute.
As soon as I see
Bay?
I haven't looked at Pandora for a reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only directions that Bay has looked are at Penny, Emrys, and Tati.
Yeah, I just
And the dragon.
dropped Pennyworth like a sack of potatoes. I'm still clutching the plushie and then turn back to a human.
Emrys is gonna gather Pennyworth up as best as he can.
I'm sorry.
So you guys go through the portal, I take it.
Yeah.
All right. So
With bodies.
Tati closes the portal behind you. She stays there to cover up Eric as best she can. She's gonna basically have to do a fuck ton of illusion magic or something to keep him invisible, and then she's going to basically then she's probably gonna have to call you guys again because you got to do something with him. He's not dead either.
We're gonna hack him.
We can either hack him, and that not working, we just got to put him in the blender. Sorry, dude.
Oh my god.
What? What? I gotta deal with it.
That's a perfect place to wrap up.
He does have to be dealt with.
Yeah, I mean, we could stick him in Rose Red and see what happens.
If we can't hack him, he's got to go in the blender. I'm sorry.
That's so
We can stick him in Rose Red and see what happens.
Do you think the technocracy stuff isn't banal?
No, I mean we
it's
can have
super
Rose
banal.
Red do it. We could, so we don't have to do it.
So we don't have to do it.
Just know that the blender is an option. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Take
Rose
him in
Red
the
can probably
junkyard.
make the full house a blender.
Oh my god.
And this is
That will
what
also
Rose is
hurt
coming
Rose
back
Red.
to.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for having attended this training session for murder hobos. As Pandora is turned into a just mean and cruel person who wants to throw people in blenders.
It's not about that. He's the fucking Frankenstein. That's like just okay. We'll just stick him in a timeout corner for all of eternity because he's undying. Like like release him. Put him to rest. It's just
But
gonna take a
in a
blender to
blender.
do it. Well, it's gonna
If there's a
take a
way to-
blender.
If there's a way to unborgify him, let's
Yes.
unborg him.
Yes,
If there's not, then
the
we put him out of his
blender.
misery.
We put him
Like,
on three.
The blender is the last resort.
What's
Yeah.
green and red and spinning at 1,000 rotations per minute?
I mean, we could also like
Or Pandora.
No, a frog in a blender.
we could also just like put him in the basement as decoration.
He's too
No, but
big.
see, that's me.
You got to figure out how to make him go back into a person,
Yeah.
and then.
And just keep like we can make him a pet project. He can be our family puzzle.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh.
I'm starting to feel like the blender is a better option.
I think the blender might be a better option.
Oh my god!
We unborgify him. If we can't unborgify him, blender.
It's just so sad.
Ouch.
Okay, well, Diamond, where can people find you on the massive interwebs?
Hi there, my name is Madness Diamond, but since we're friends now, you can call me Diamond. You can find me everywhere on the massive interwebs, spreading wholesome chaos. At Madness Diamond, unless you're looking for me on TikTok, then it's at Madness Diamond 2.0. I will be at Gen Con running around. I will probably, one of the for sure places you can find me is going to be the new Rawless panel on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that is at 10 a.m. I don't remember what hall it is. But Dice and Autism, that one Warlock, Ben does D&D Sequel, and Attack on Morgan will all be there as well. The cast members of New Rawless, where they're going to be running through something. Probably another episode. Maybe it's a one-shot. Who knows? Come find out and see. Another panel I will also be at is going to be our lovely Sphinxes panel.
Mm-hmm.
So if you see me, come say hi. Buy your tickets, and that's where you can find me. Follow me everywhere. Some social media sites might be imploding soon, so
Yeah,
good to look.
we have no idea what's going on with that moron. But
So, and on Tuesdays, you can find me here playing Bay, the human hunter, who can fucking see again.
hey, you proved yourself.
Next time, I'm just going, like, I'm not doing anything with the fucking gods next time. I'm just gonna say fuck it and just be a goddamn vampire. Oh, so, but yeah, you can find me here on Tuesdays playing Bay, the martyr.
Hey, wait. If you be a vampire, can you be one with daddy issues? Because I'm really good at that.
I don't know. I have a vampire I can play, but Bay has to die and or be removed from the party first.
No.
And that's
No,
what makes
she's
me
already
want
one of us. She signed a paper. It's been notarized.
Yep.
No.
The sticky note has been notarized. The notary is not here though, so
And now
legality.
she's coming back.
It's
Well,
still
I
legal
was going to
binding.
say we have a preliminary yes to a certain tiny ball of chaos who may be coming back to join us here on Emerald Sanctums. Star Shard Stories may want to come back to play her love lost heroine.
Baby naps. The other one, I am in a new show, but we're on a 2-week break, so not this week, not next week. But I'm looking at my calendar to get a number. On Thursday, the 10th, I will be on the World Trees Twitch channel, where we'll be in Fathoms Below, which is our completely underwater 5e homebrew campaign, where our DM Bran has homebrewed most, I think, of the races that we are all playing. I am playing. I'm playing Melusine Vestra, who goes by Luce, who is a Sicalian and Deep Elf, and Sicalians are basically what Ursula is. But I am a Battlemaster fighter,
Dun dun dun.
which is the first time I've ever played just a melee class, straight up. So, and we left on a cliffhanger, of course, for our first episode, and our second one will be on the 10th. So come join us there. We usually play at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And let's see what that group gets up to.
Absolutely.
Where to find me?
Milagros, where can people find you on the Mighty Mighty Interwebs?
People can find me on the Starfield Monday nights and every other Saturday morning, and then can find me here almost crying and being tormented on Dinner and a Game Tuesday nights and Wednesday nights. Fucking Emery's went unconscious and almost died. Ray straight up said that somebody might die tomorrow night. I'm glad I saved 50K dagger dollars to have the Devastator and or the Gods Have Spoken, because I'm so attached to everybody. Oh my god. Otherwise, my presence around the internet is pretty sporadic, and life is doing stuff again. And so until I resettle and I'm not gonna have to move again, like I'm giving myself a break. I started reading again and stuff, like trying to take care of myself.
All right. Excellent. Thank you so much. And finally, Sphinx, where can people find you on the Mighty Mighty Interwebs?
Hi, I'm Sphinx Akasha, your champion of bards, and you can find me on TikTok at CircleDM. Everywhere else is Sphinx Akasha. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays, you can find me right here, right alongside Milagros, being kidnapped, tortured, apparently maybe facing death at the hands of a red shadow dragon tomorrow. Who knows? And on just about every other day, except for Mondays and Thursdays, you can find me with ADH Adventures, playing any number of our games on Fridays. The party is underneath a temple and getting ready to fight a pair of undead minotaurs. That's going to be fun.
That is going to be fun.
So, tune in for that next Friday. On Saturdays, or this Saturday coming, it's going to be an Unlicensed Magic War Crimes week. And on Sunday, join us for The Tale That Never Was. We will also be at Gen Con. And as Diamond mentioned, I'm running a one-shot on Saturday, the 5th, called The Lover, the Dreamer, and the Thieves. It is a Glitter Hearts one-shot with some hints of Blades in the Dark in for flavor. It's going to be great. The creator of Glitter Hearts is actually going to be in attendance.
Yeah.
So that out. No pressure there.
None.
But yeah, come and check out the show, and check out all of the shows that ADH Adventures are doing. There's going to be 4 shows in total that we're doing at Gen Con. It's going to be a great time.
And Dinner and a Game will also be at Gen Con. The beautiful wife and I will be attending all of ADH Adventures streams because we love our sister channel. And we are going as tourists this time because we want to actually sit around and kind of enjoy ourselves and relax. Because if everything follows our plans, this is probably the last Gen Con we're ever going to get to go to just as spectators. So we're going to take the time to actually enjoy our con this year, go help and support our friends as everyone should do if they can, and we're going to spend a lot of time with these people because we love the hell out of them, and last year was not enough time, so this year it's going to be more. So in the meantime, everyone's yawning, everyone's tired, it has been a day. We are going to go see what we can do to raid someone right now. So we're going to find that while we let you guys go ahead and chill for a couple of moments. And then we will send you over to them. Remember, at Dinner Again, we always save you a seat at the table. Please do your best to be careful. Wear a mask like we're going to do at Gen Con. Social distance like we're going to try and do at Gen Con, even if I have to throw fucking elbows. And then try and take care of yourself because we want you to come back every single week. And we want you to be able to enjoy the content we create and maybe inspire you to create your own content if you like. If you don't, do whatever you like. We love you and we want you to be happy. So we're going to say goodnight to you here, but we're going to stick around for a few moments and we will be raiding someone in just a moment. You'll see the notification come in chat. And when we go raid them, be sure to tell them Dinner and a Game sent you. Tell them that you appreciate them making content and let them know that you really, really enjoy the fact that they're here for you by refreshing your screen when you get there. Either refresh the page or hit F5 to give them a new view. That way you can give them some extra help with their streams as well. We love you. We'll see you tomorrow night for Kingdoms of Mist, where I'll kill people, and I won't regret it because it's going to be part of a never amazing story that these wonderful people are telling with me. and we will see you guys later.